Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is I guess session one, official mission of Lancer, uh, RPG. It's us again, your favorites. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So
We're
this,
here. It's time for robots.
yeah, this session's going to be a little bit different than the last one because we've made our characters, we've introduced our characters, we've introduced our factions, so to speak. Talked a little bit about the
I'm going to fix
universe.
this real quick for testing purposes. Ah.
What? Oh yeah. um, we've talked about everything that needs to be talked about. So now we're gonna do an actual mission instead of just narrating, capturing the what are we're calling it now? The Grover House is not what it's being called because we call it the Grover House. Isadora won't get on it. I think we're calling it the Flavor Town now because of the lore I made up for it.
I'm down with it.
Also, turn me down.
Okay, I'll turn it on. Yeah, we're calling it the Flavor Town now.
It was originally known as the GIFE7E.
Yeah. There you go. I turned you down a little bit. That should be a little better. Let me turn you down just a little bit more because I like silly numbers, and that's not quite a silly number. There, you have a silly number now. That should be fine.
Ah, good. Silly number. Excellent.
Oh, that silly number's too quiet. Different silly number. There, that should be better. Okay.
Christ.
I thought it was a fine volume.
No, you're better at that number now. That number's just as silly. It's bigger and sillier. Okay. Anyway, the quick lore for the space station that we have captured for people who want to know, is that this was a, I guess, food research station station owned by, I don't know, whoever owns Doritos. Sent.
That's Frito-Lay.
Yeah, so this is owned by Frito-Lay. They made a space station. They put it in stable orbit around a settled planet of semi-decent, technology along a major trade route, and the entire space station was populated by scientists and researchers who were just up there trying to make food taste good. Because at high altitudes, like space, food tastes different and isn't as flavorful. Blah! Wow, I can talk, y'all. So these folks were just on the space station, trying to make food taste just as good in space as it does on the planet. And because
no wonder Char dropped that colony on Earth.
And because of that, they started calling the space station the Flavor Town, because that's what they were doing. It's just trying to make things taste just as good up here as they do down there. And the pirates stole it because it's along a popular trade route. They held the researchers and scientists hostage, trying to get money from Frito-Lay. But Frito-Lay didn't care about their lives and ignored them, so they killed all the hostages and then started pirating.
I refuse to believe that Frito-Lay survived the destruction of Earth.
Oh wait, we already made it canon that Pepsi survived, so it's Pepsi, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, then our group was called in, and the reward for beating up these pirates and making them go away so it stops being such a bad optics thing for Frito-Lay was we got to keep the space station. And we're currently, it's now our base, and we're currently still calling it the Flavor Town as far as I know. So yeah, that's the lore. We can start now, I guess.
Alright, so we're going to open on a shot of the planet below, which I'm just going to decide now is named Vineyard, because I didn't fucking name it before. And, everything's going well. People are just going about their day, walking hither and thither, and then everything starts rumbling. And we soon see that just a big old crack opens up and spreads quickly throughout the town. We then cut to the space station, the Flavor Town. So, what is everybody doing in their off time?
I'd be sitting in my office, which is also my bunk. I have a Murphy bed, so I can convert it into a respectable office to meet people with. I'm probably like stressing about the finances of the space station because we're like, well, we have this now, we have to run it, and like we don't have resources. So I'm trying to find jobs, and this is not working.
The space station is in extreme disrepair because of all the shenanigans that went down when we reclaimed it.
I'd say even before we wrecked it, it probably wasn't great.
Yeah.
So we just made it worse.
Yeah.
So I'm also like looking at like I have damage reports of everything that I made you all make for me, and I'm just looking at them. I'm just got my head in my hands, like, oh my god, this is so bad. We're lucky we haven't invented this space yet.
Yeah, it's technically survivable. There's still oxygen and stuff in here, and it still has plenty of food, right? The pirates didn't eat all of it, but yeah, wow.
I feel like there are several sections right now that we just can't go in because they have no atmosphere.
Yep.
So it feels a lot smaller than it is right now.
Yeah.
Until we fix that stuff.
I feel like Lyra's definitely spent time like converting some forgotten quarter office or something into a training room, just absolutely filled to the gills with like every kind of basically anything you could have in a gym.
Is it just all kettlebells?
Yes, so many. God. They're all just like stupid weights all over the place. There is no organization. It's just piles.
What is your character doing, Scarlet?
I think Sylvia is going to be taking this opportunity to just show her baby some love, by which I mean she has decided to see if any of the areas on the satellite can be converted over to mech support and maintenance, and specifically she wants to see if she can get any of the systems that move water around the station set up so she can like basically build a mech car wash because she loves her baby and she wants to take very good care of her.
What an inefficient use of the very limited water that we have on the station, but you know, go ahead.
There is no too much for love. Your mech is like your body.
There's a drain. It just
Care
goes
of your
back into the
body.
cistern. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the filtration system not fixed yet.
Basically.
Yeah.
You gotta drink the mech
There was
water.
one pile of water she could get, like, sadly scrubbing 1 foot.
Amazing. Default is in her, I guess in the common room, the entertainment room with the big table. I'll put up the map later. I want to make it a little bigger, make the space a little wider. I'm trying to edit it, but yeah, and I need to add the bunks and stuff. But Default is in the entertainment room, spinning in the spinning chair and making bored noises. She's so bored. It's been like maybe 12 hours since you finished your first mission and she's already bored. Just, as she spins in circles in the spinning chair.
So, apologies, cursed phrase enter my head, but hey, maybe you can really buff up this space station if you sell all of that mech foot water.
Yes, the gamer bath water. We could do it. We could just sell Default's gamer bath water and the mech water. It would be great.
So angry.
FDA will never approve it.
It's not for human consumption, so it don't happen.
All right, so before everybody revolts and throws me out of the GM chair, you get a sudden SOS.
I hit buttons on my computer to display it because something is happening. Thank God. Anything but what I'm doing right now.
It is, I guess, mayor, governor, elected official of the planet directly below you. He just says, come in. Oh, perfect. You're the crew of the satellite up there. Yes.
We are, yes.
All right, you just moved in. Good. You're the Lancers, right?
We are.
Oh,
Now
thank God.
tell them we're the Hex Girls. You gotta name drop us.
I close my door. What can I do for you, ma'am?
Oh, it's an emergency. We have just been hit by a sudden earthquake, which should be impossible. We have things in place to prevent that. However, it seems it's not just any natural disaster, it's actually a targeted attack, because now there are pirates running wild down here. We're calling in as many people as we can get to get some help.
Well, we can help, yes.
All right. Let's see. I will forward you the payment information. I'm not in charge of that. I'm just sort of, going around getting everybody. So, and you receive information. It's a payment. It looks good enough.
And I assume like coordinates
Yes.
and probably basic information. Maybe.
Yes. So, in essence,
All right, I get everyone in the. I storm in the meeting room, and I say, "We have a mission. Everyone get in here." I just yell because it's like there's no intercom yet.
Yeah. Default was in maximum gremlin mode right outside your door, trying to listen in, so she's already there.
I just slide the door open and just like
She's
kind of
pretending
fall
she
through.
wasn't in maximum gremlin mode right outside your door, but no, she was in maximum gremlin mode right outside your door.
All right, everyone, we're mounting up. We're going down to the planet to help with a pirate attack. They
All right.
paid us, so we can do it.
So you display the map. Essentially, you will be deployed to the nearest landing zone, which is all the way on the top left. It's not too far from the control center, which is all the way on the bottom right down here.
What map are we in right now? The T-Wing City or...
Oh yeah, you're a GM. Jaren, leave the game and rejoin as a player.
Okay, sorry, hold on.
On the gear icon.
Got it. Just a minute. Sorry, people, I'm bad.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Got a loading screen in the video. It'll be fine. Okay, we're here. Let me scroll out just a little bit. Got it. Okay. All right.
So yes, at the moment, the mission details also ask you very politely but firmly to maybe help minimize damage along the way. Since you're a team, you can send one person in to the control center. The control center itself has no mech entrances, but otherwise you should be able to get there pretty easily. And then everybody else can help with fixing up everything.
All right, Isidore, you're doing that. You've been. I'm volunteering you right now.
Isidore isn't with us right now.
Yeah,
Isidore
okay.
hasn't
No,
joined
that's
us.
why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why, Jenner.
Yeah, okay, good.
I read the room. I understood.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we mount up. Hold on. How do we transport our mechs?
Okay, so we'll get to that in a sec. Well, first off, you don't have a proper ship, but don't worry. The space station has a way to get you down there.
Oh.
But before we get to that, everybody describe getting into your describe your mechs. Like, we all start with one mech. It's the Everest. It's very standard issue, but most pilots will give it, a little thing here or there to give it a little bit of personality.
Mine is unpainted right now. The personalizations I have are all in the cockpit because that's where I live. It's just your standard like military green color right now. I've got missile racks. I got a shotgun. I've got a machine gun. But in the inside there, I've got a really good like comm system because I'm in charge. I have overhead views of I have like tech maps and like all the useful stuff for like strategizing on the battlefield.
Everyone okay if I go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I'm bad at jumping in. Sylvia's mech is the Volpez Invicta, or at least that's what she has spray painted on one arm. It is a pretty standard bipedal Everest frame with a very bright orange coat of paint. She does have like one other personalization in the cockpit, and it is a really complicated uplink that plugs into her spinal column, which has to do with her backstory. It lets her pilot and move the arms a little faster, but it's not actually that much better than just being good at driving a robot. Who knew? She does have a very specific layout of all swords all the time. She has a charge blade, 3 tactical knives, and a big fuck off greatsword, but absolutely no true ranged weapons. She is all fly, all slash. You know, while you were partying, I studied.
My cockpit is center mass in my mech. It is like lower chest.
Yeah, hers is actually up toward the head.
Jenner.
Yeah, alright. So default mech is also a standard Everest mech, but she's done a couple augmentations to it. So the first thing is it's painted mostly gray with some yellow stripes, but it has like the 3-face painted on the front of it, you know, and it's got like blushy lines underneath the quote-unquote eyes on the mech. And it's got cat ears that have been put on it for fun, because maximum anime all the time, baby. Inside the mech, K-pop is blaring constantly from her sound system, and she has a switch that will let her blare it outside of the mech too, through a speaker system. But right now, she's only keeping the K-pop internal because I forgot to send Fefner my playlist.
I probably won't play it in session either.
Gonna get content ID.
We'll get like a million content IDs, but just so you know, it's a lot of Momo Town and fucking Blacklight and whatever. It's just crazy. So inside the mech, her cockpit is set in the torso of the mech where the most armor is, because her dad does not want her to get hurt. Armament wise, she's got big freaking like brass knuckles, so to speak, knuckles over the fists of her mech, but instead of brass knuckles, they're like energy knuckles that she can punch through armor with for the same amount of damage as you would do if you were hitting with like a big weapon like what Sylvia has. She also has a big cannon just mounted off the shoulders of the mech. She also has it's like some missiles on the arms of the mech that she can fire, and yeah, that's about all she's doing right now. She's just gonna run in, punch things, and then shoot them with her cannon. Inside the mech, she's got a big gamer chair designed mech pilot chair. Her mech controls have been modified to be run by a video game controller instead of a mech controller. It's a Sega Saturn controller. She's got a cup holder in her chair with a big gulp full of Mountain Dew that she's drinking from an enormous sippy straw. And the walls of her mech are coated in padded walls, so that if she gets knocked from her chair, and the floors are padded too, by the way, so if she gets knocked from her chair in a Star Trek way, she isn't hurt. So yeah, that's her.
But I guess she doesn't fasten the seatbelt.
She does not fasten the seatbelt. Also, canonically, she's wearing that gamer dress outfit from way back when that I linked in the chat.
No, Vito, X-Card.
No, but the artist who drew her art also refused to draw her in that outfit, but canonically she's wearing it.
You have to find somebody with no integrity whatsoever to draw that.
I'll link the gamer dress that asked no women to consult on it in the thread when I make the thread after this episode. But yeah, she's wearing that. Are you really X-carding it, or are you just being sarcastic?
No, I'm fucking with you. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, so
what about no? Don't forget Alice. Alice has to talk about her
4 people.
Yeah. Now I'm forgetting Alice. Dang it.
Now it's Alice. Now it's Fefner's turn to forget Alice. Alice.
It's weird when Jenner doesn't go last.
Hi. So, out of universe, it's I'm literally just using a dire wolf pog. In universe, Lyra's Everest is kind of been shortened, and the arms have been extended so that she can get a little bit more leverage and reach for her weapons. Namely, also so she can accommodate a little more of a broad frame, so she can accommodate ridiculous amounts of missiles. Just pointing out everywhere.
Perfect. So how do we get on the planet, Vefner?
All right, so you all gear up, and then once you're all ready, basically the space station turns towards the planet. The bottom of it is now facing the planet, and the system targets the designated landing zone, and then y'all just get launched down. Like, it essentially creates like this very minimal force tube that doesn't like damage anything, but you are just like sent way downwards very fast. If you tried to move too far out, you just couldn't. So while you just head fucking Mach speed planet side, we
This
cut
fucking
to
rules. Sorry, go ahead.
we cut to a different ship. We see a dark-skinned, blue-haired woman just sort of drinking a shot, reading a book, and then suddenly she gets an alert. There's a man who says, "Hey, Isadora, bad news. Shit's gone kind of bad down here. And, Isadora just interrupts him. You didn't take the mech because you didn't expect this, right?" And he just nods. She just goes, "All right, I'll get it to you." She turns off the call, walks over to the table, finishes the shot, and then walks over to her mech, the Larkspur. And then she also launches down to the planet. So for the time being, you all land as expected. All right. Everybody knows where we are on the map,
want
right?
everybody to know, I did not make my Pog the Jenner mech from Mech Warrior. Please be disappointed.
I am
You gotta-
disappointed, genuinely.
You're not selected with your pog in the chat again.
I shitty.
I'm pretty sad that you're not an actual Jenner. You have to make at least one of your robots at one point a Jenner for me, please.
I'll think about it.
J7D.
All right. So at the moment, we're not in combat. We're in free play, so we can take care of our initial problems however we want.
I don't have my Pog
so-
selected? What do you mean I don't have my Pog selected? Okay.
In the chat, you're not playing as as a default.
Okay, I have to
It's still
play
showing
as the
you.
fisticuffs, right? No, hold on. Where's-
No,
there it is.
you-
There you go.
you-
Alright, got it.
That's good enough. It's fine.
There. Okay, I'm good now.
All right. So I guess what do we see when we land?
Well, as you're landing, you actually see the part that's just off this map, so you don't actually see it on screen. Part of this area just fucking collapses as you're getting in, and it is a huge mess. It's a very dangerous-looking pile of debris that is also not going to be easy to get by. When you land, this area right here is open air. However, the fences are very high and electrocuted. So
These are fences.
yes. And worse off, the mechs can't fit through this pathway because this is actually supposed to be the human entrance. The vehicle entrance is on the other side that you can't get to.
So how tall are the fences then?
I don't
Like
know.
just compared to the
It
mechs.
is higher than the mechs.
How many mechs tall is the fence?
I would say it's 2 mechs tall. You might be able to climb it if it weren't electrified. Or maybe you could just not care. I don't know. I'm not the one solving problems here.
I think we can just fly over this.
Some of us cannot fly.
Yeah, I can't fly.
I believe I can. One of my systems is just when I boost, I can fly. I have to end on solid ground though, or I fall
All right.
immediately.
What would I do to investigate to see where the power source is for this fence, so we can turn it off and climb over it?
So let's see. You can either use the skill checks of yourself or your mech. Considering the situation, I'm using these skill checks that you just have to beat a 10 for. So, it's fairly simple. Let me see. What are stats?
Yeah, how do you roll in this game, Fafnir? Why don't you explain to
basically-
us?
All right, so rolling in this game, pretty much any action you do, so like not damages and whatnot, but like situations like this where you need to roll a skill, you roll a d20. D20 plus any applicable skills. So, let's see. Remind me what your shoot, where are all the human ones? Okay, so your skill triggers should help. Basically, each pilot starts with 4 skill triggers, and they give you +2 to rolls, I think that is.
Yes.
Yes, so what are your skill triggers?
Nothing I have that would help. Did anyone have any abilities that help with finding stuff?
Let me see.
The funny
your
thing is
Check
Adora
your
has
narrative
that
profile
update.
in ComCon.
Technically, I do, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait to see if somebody else
I'm literally
can.
pulling that up right now and trying to remember if I have.
Let me know if anybody else can before I start actually
Uh,
fixing things. Because Default is not supposed to be particularly competent this early in the campaign.
I've got Hacker Fix on my sheet as a trigger, and I've got Stay Cool and Read a Situation, but
I
one
think
of those
read a
is definitely not
situation is
applicable.
probably what you want here.
Yeah.
The book description for that one is look for subtext, motives, or threats in a situation or person.
yeah,
but I
no,
guess that does
that's
count.
social then. Never mind.
Yeah. Hacker Fix, repair a device or faulty system. Alternatively, hack it wide open or totally wreck, disable, or sabotage it. Could I use that to try and find a point where I can just, like, cut off the flow of electricity without damaging our mechs?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. So I just roll, and then I add, do you do that?
It'd just be a d20 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually not... Oh, it is investigate, I guess. But none of us have that, apparently.
I actually have investigate, but I'm not here yet. 17. Very
Yeah.
So yeah, you absolutely do that. You look around, you find that basically the main control panel is like right over here. It is, it's inside. It wouldn't be out. So you are able to just go over, fiddle with the thing for a bit, and the electricity is gone. So I'm just going to assume that you can get rid of this fencing no matter what. But, describe it. Do you leap up, or do you just want to slash down the barriers?
Please, let's try to minimize collateral damage, if possible.
I cut a mech size hole that it is exactly 1 mech size using my charger blade.
Mark it on the map. When do you do that? Draw a circle.
Let me see if I can do
click
that.
and hold, then I can get rid of it for you.
Where does everyone want me to do that, actually?
Maybe like
wherever.
right here?
Yeah, right here.
Right here? Yeah, that's perfect. Let's see if I can...
Yeah. I'll complete that.
Boink.
Oops. Did I just make that go away?
No,
I made
definitely
it
do
go
that.
away. That's good.
Oh, thank you.
Alright.
Perfect.
You can't delete map layer. That's my job.
Everyone pile out. I leave from the rear. That's how I have the range stuff.
Yeah, I guess Default will rush right in because of course she will, and she has now begun streaming. So her Twitch is now active, so her viewers can start watching her stream in the Warzone. She's
We get her Twitch sign in.
Yep, you get. Well, if you follow her on Twitch, you do. If you're one of the.
I absolutely have to, so I get the
follow her on
notification.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I think I have the stream going, so I know what she's doing, so I can like reprimand her about things. So like, hey, you can't tell them that. That's confidential information.
People are already spamming memes in the chat, and yeah.
Just poggers everywhere, unfortunately.
Ugh. You know,
That
you
has
can
survived.
make it so certain emos time people out on Twitch. Like,
There's no way default times out poggers, though.
Yeah, I would never time out poggers.
it
Slurs,
came back in the future.
Yeah, slurs are banned. So if you do post slurs in the chat, you just get deleted and banned. But that's about it, really. Slurs and
Everyone out,
Pepe's.
come on.
Slurs and Pepe's
Walk out.
banned.
Oh. All right,
Yeah,
so I guess, do we see any obvious direction to go in that there's destruction happening? Like explosions in the distance? Or
in
gunfire?
there's no gunfire yet. However, there's a huge rumbling. Part of the port behind you collapses a bit, but that doesn't matter to you anymore. However, this building right here actually ends up taking a really big hit, and you can see there are people inside that haven't quite managed to escape yet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Default isn't even paying attention because she's currently doing her Twitch introduction. What's up, gamers? Esports legend Default here. Brought to you by Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel. She's very busy.
Wait, we have.
Does she have
Yeah,
the
who has
AirPods
it?
open to like everyone else as she's saying?
All right.
No,
I
she
would
does
I
not.
would like to make a roll then.
Okay.
My role is I want to use the blow something up skill. Knowing the way to properly demolish buildings, I would know where to go grab it so it does not collapse immediately.
All right.
I think.
That makes sense.
D20 plus 2. That is
Very
nice.
It's too bad you can't crit on skill checks because here's another rules introduction. Crit isn't just a natural 20 in this game. It's anything 20 or over. So if you were attacking someone, you would have crit there.
Nice.
I rush up and I grab the building at 2 structure points and hold it up.
All right, so
And I command my team to, hey, help people get out of the fucking building. Hey, come on.
Watch me, gamers. I'm gonna do a heroism, says Default, winking into the webcam, one of many webcams, and she rushes in to start getting people out of the building as you hold it up.
all right. So I would say this is probably a charm, right? That seems like a good skill for you to use.
Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna, I guess, try and charm people down. That sounds fine. I'm looking at the wrong
Yeah,
sheet.
Basically, these people are panicking. You need to just get them to calm down and, while not leave in an orderly fashion, because you ain't doing that,
Mm-hmm.
don't trample anybody. You know, be careful.
Default just assumes everybody knows who she is. So she clicks the PA open so that they can hear her. And they can also hear the K-pop now. But she talks over the K-pop and says, "Hey, it's your girl, Default. I'm here to rescue you." And she'll hold out her hand and be like, "So come on, get on out of there and get rescued by esports legend Default."
All right, roll me
I'm gonna
that skill
fail
check.
this so hard. It's general rolling dice time again, folks. This is why I GM all the time.
You've got better than 50% chance.
Yeah, no.
God damn it. Fucking piss.
+2. Nobody is calm.
This is way too frantic for them, but also like Default like didn't have her settings correct, so they didn't even hear her. They can hear the K-pop, but she didn't have her mic set up right. She didn't have the settings right to project her voice, so she's just talking
This is
to
the K-pop
herself.
apocalypse.
In her fucking
Oh god, K-pop killed my parents, and now I'm terrified of K-pop. I better run in the opposite direction.
Oh my god.
So I guess like people are like rushing down emergency exits. They're getting trampled on the fire escape. It's just awful.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
not an
Jesus.
escape. Somebody might want to step in and
This-
maybe clear the situation a bit.
Just so we're clear, this Jenna rolling dice continues. In the RuneQuest game I played, I also rolled a perfect natural failure, my only roll that session, so we're doing good. We're on track to be Jenna rolling dice. Do continue.
Hey, look on the bright side. This roll didn't hurt you.
Just
Can-
innocent bystanders.
Let's see. Lyra, can you do anything with the situation? You're like the only one who hasn't contributed yet.
Alice.
I do not have any skills for managing crowds. I am good at one thing, and it is
Daka.
it is shooting things.
What are your human skills?
Yeah, you can also use human skills.
I am good at assaulting people and threatening them.
Well, I mean,
Try to threaten them to like
Okay.
just
can't
stay
get
alive.
worse at
I'm
this
going-
point.
You cannot literally make things any worse than Default just
To be
did.
fair,
I have a
you
sound
also-
system, so I am going to turn that thing on as loud as it can, and basically use my mech as an intercom
All right, so
and yell at them, yell out, I don't know what I would say. Crap.
Y'all motherfuckers, shut up and start walking out of this place in an orderly fashion.
Cease your movement immediately.
technically you also have charm, but I'm going to say the result of the previous roll means that they can't be charmed at the moment. You burned that bridge, default.
You know, this is fine. It was a tech mistake. This wasn't default fucking up. It was her tech fucking up. She's gonna yell at her tech person, Jimothy, who manages the stream. Listen here, you little shit.
Lol.
Anyone
Okay.
maybe
Do I roll for that?
Yeah, D20 plus 2.
No.
Oh
my
my
God.
god, again!
How?
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Matt? That's 2 ones in a row.
All right, so
Fuck it. We
I-
just ignore them.
I feel like let's just say that no one dies, but there are definitely like
There
injured
are
people because of this.
Degrees. Okay, I will say, do I want this to be flavor? Because it would be unfair to like give you, Jeff, another check because everybody else failed. But I do want to have a cool
I
moment.
didn't
where-
fail.
Well, you didn't fail. 2 other people did miserably. But if I remember correctly, you actually took the extra space in your cockpit, right?
Yes,
As
I
the
did.
ability. So I'm gonna say, like, you're ushering people out best you can. There are just a whole lot of people, and then the building's starting to collapse. There's one person on a limp. They're not going to make it in time, so you charge in and pick them up and put them in.
Hey, bud, how you doing? I say as I load them into my mech into the second seat.
Very badly.
Well, just stay calm. I will let you out as soon as I can.
All right, so
And then, as I say that, I let go of the building and it collapses immediately because I've
Yeah.
stopped holding it up.
all right, so yeah, the building collapses. Gonna keep it on the map. You know, you never know, and you might need cover. And yeah, you just have a mess of people out here. Evacuation's going a little better in other buildings because they haven't been hit quite as hard yet. This section of town is safe-ish.
All right,
And
everybody. That was it was a start. Yes. Let's move on.
in the back, from the sky, you see Amex suddenly land at ports. It wastes no time, just like skating on out of there. Stops in the street.
Pearl's not impressed. Yeah, she actually meowed again at that.
You don't have comms with this person, though. They're not on your frequency.
I grab a piece of paper from my cockpit and I write down the frequency and I open up my chest thing and I like, hey, why you been holding up? And I point at it.
After a moment, Isadora turns around, gives you the 1 moment sign, switches over your frequency.
You here to help out too?
Define help out.
Pirates.
Oh, pirates. So that's what's going on. I received a distress signal from my captain, so I'm trying to find him. He is supposed to be the one piloting this thing, but, well, you know, didn't expect a pirate attack, apparently.
I imagine probably in the command center then. There's no mech entrance, but you can probably get in there.
All right, will do.
Southeast, excuse me. Oh my god.
She heads off in the wrong direction. Game over.
Failed. Failed before we
Failed.
even
Okay, back
tried.
to the start.
All right, everyone. Everyone spread out and look for hostiles. Don't engage. Just report.
Default has
All
finally
right.
managed to get her sound back inside the mech and finally has got her speaker working and can be heard from outside of her mech now. And Jimothy, they are apologizing so much. Default is so mad at them. Jimothy, you're on the shit list. Default has a whiteboard that's just called the shit list, and she literally writes Jimothy's name on the shit list.
So, since we're kind of spreading out to look for any remaining hostiles, is I'm trying to figure out how to say this. What does the damage look like? Are we talking like extensive or?
All right, so at the moment, the building that was just destroyed is pretty much the biggest damage you can see on, like, this particular area. It seems it was, just sort of like a fluke shock or whatever. I don't know, tectonic plates, but the section of town here is protected, probably since it is so close to the control center. Even if it's, the defenses are shut off, it's probably got at least a little bit of protection. People are, however, evacuating because there are some tremors at the moment.
What are causing all these earthquakes?
All right, so since you are looking for enemies, somebody should probably roll a thing.
Well, the only person
so
who hasn't
how are
rolled
you-
yet is Sylvia. Hasn't rolled yet in a while, so I guess Sylvia can roll thing.
Would be a good thing to do.
All right, what am I rolling for this?
Well, let's see. Probably either read a situation or maybe even stay cool. Like, how are you doing this? Are you basically just like trying to get a lay of the land, or are you like darting into spots that seem safe but are farther out than where you can't see enemies?
I think she's gonna scope out a. Let me think of how my character would do this. I think she's gonna try and scope out if there's a vantage point where she could get over the top and maybe get a wide view of the area, where she could see a wide range but not easily be seen, or if seen, could immediately duck back behind cover.
All right, so I'm going to say that's stay cool because you're very active and you're trying to find good spots. So you're basically concentrating to find a particular area and work with that.
All right, let's see if I can make this happen.
Oh, that reminds
D20
me.
plus 2. Oops, I rolled it wrong. Well,
There's also
one
a dice
D20.
roll in the upper left.
Yep.
You can just click on.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you just click the D20, we can just add 2 to your result. It's not super difficult.
Why am I so bad at
However
this?
you want.
I did this earlier, I swear. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. There we
There you
go.
go.
19.
Nice.
19's pretty good.
We can
Where do you
only
go? What
roll
building?
failures or almost 20.
We can only win or lose.
Or lose.
Or lose horribly.
I would call that a win. It was the best scene so far.
All right, what building you get on top of then? And this is
I
the
think
biggest
GM
looking
has to
one
tell me what
here,
building I've
right?
spotted first.
Well, I think it does depend. So basically, you're trying to find a good building for a vantage point. All right, I'm going to say any of the buildings, like right here. I mean, there's nothing yet that specifically tells you to look in that direction except the GM. So it's just instinct. You know where the threats actually are.
Well, if the command center's over this way, that's where the pirates would go, because that's where the
Yeah. So what have I spotted off in that direction? I'm sorry. Let me see where 'Cause I didn't see the
Well.
ping.
Oh, it's right here.
Right where? I can't see. Oh, there we are.
Middle,
Now I see
middle
you.
of the map.
Now I see you.
This one
Okay,
or the
let
one
me
above it.
zoom.
The two big ones.
Let me
Mhm.
just zoom out a little more so I can see a bit more of the map.
Get
Okay.
up on top of one of those.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that one does seem like a good one because it's also probably the one that they're least likely to be able to like take out all the supports on if they see me on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
So
gonna
you're
kind
gonna
of
be on this building.
this building right here. Yeah.
Okay, that one. All right. So, as you get on top of that building, initially you look south and you do see a few pirates guarding the command center, but Isidore just like comes in and fucking decks them. And it doesn't actually look super heavily guarded, at least from the outside. However, you then turn around and just out of curiosity, this is purely for flavor, but do you start looking, or like, do you turn to your left or to your right? I want to know the angle you're coming in at.
I think she'll turn to her right. So
Her
she's
right? Okay.
looking south. She's going to turn to her right. So that's going to be toward.
This
I'm going to
direction.
look away from where the skull. Yeah, so actually, right here. I'm going to look away from where the skull is. So I'm looking the opposite direction.
All right, so initially you actually see a very large group of men, probably ruffians. They're getting pretty close to your location, actually.
Are they men or mechs? Like just dudes?
They're just men.
I do
Joy.
still love engaging infantry.
That's a crew.
They're kind of like popcorn. Boop, 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 boop.
Lyra,
All
default, scare off those infantry.
All right,
hell
so
Default turns to look at the infantry. They get caught on her stream, and the big steppy emoji gets spammed in the chat.
all right, so
They're right
let's see.
here, right?
No,
they are
they're literally on the opposite. Yeah, that one.
they're upwards.
I'm going to land as ordered. I'm gonna land, kind of like step off the building and land like literally right in front of them.
You're going the
Yes.
wrong way.
Oh wait, which way
It's-
are they?
Look at
I
the
asked-
top of the map.
Yeah,
This,
okay.
this pods.
Top.
This dudes.
Oh, there they are. Okay, I didn't see the bugs. I was zoomed in too much.
So, we're about to enter engagement, so let's see. I forget how starting positions work. Do you just, start where you will, or do we want to move in like a certain distance?
Probably just wherever we were at the time.
I think holding the position that I'm in makes sense because I'm like within striking distance of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so combat in this game is essentially fairly simple. You have a player turn. Players always start first, and then it alternates to enemy, back to player, back to enemy, so on and so forth, until the round is done. Actually, am I getting that terminology right? Turn is an individual action. Round is just the whole process of,
That
all
is
of the
correct.
characters.
Yeah.
Gotta remember both. They are not interchangeable terms. All right, so at the moment you just have this group of pirates. Despite the multiple pogs, they do actually only count as one character. They are a squad, and they are humans, so...
Yeah, size represents how much space you control, not necessarily how much space you take up. So they're taking up a large amount of space right now, but they're not like mech size.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
And then I think player turn is whatever order you want to go.
yes. I would normally do it by speed, but the Fisticuffs is pretty close to this group as they come in. They come in and they're just like, oh, great. Bunch of mechs. Just what we need.
So it actually looks like you alternate
Yes.
until no one's done. So
Yeah. If they're more like of one group than the other, basically they'll just get a whole lot of turns at the end. So you seemingly outnumber these guys at the moment.
oh no, it's only per unit. So like you don't take a bunch of turns if there's not more spaces per round.
Yep.
So you
Hey,
go
Chief.
once, and everyone else would go because there's no other enemies left.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody goes.
So who's first?
I'm saying in this situation, it's default.
That's
All right.
great. So even though the chat is being spammed with the Lulu does a big steppy emoji, demanding that I step on these people, some rapscallion has donated enough bits for the cannon. So I'm gonna use the cannon because they donated the bits, and can't ignore them when they actually donate the bits for the cannon. I have a talent called Siege Specialist. I have a cannon. As a quick action, I can fire a jackhammer round from an underslung launcher, automatically dealing 10 AP kinetic damage to a size 1 section of any object within range, e.g. cover, deployable equipment, buildings, terrain, whatever. Any characters adjacent to my target are knocked back by 2 spaces and take 2 kinetic damage. So...
Oh god, no. No, don't do this.
We're just gonna right there.
I mean,
on
I was
this
gonna
guy.
use a missile, so that sounds great.
That goes against objects.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were going to collapse the building on them.
It says terrain. I'm aiming at the feet.
Oh yeah,
of
you can aim the
terrain,
ground, I guess.
The
Yeah.
terrain
Oh,
under
fair.
the sky.
Yeah, the terrain's gonna take the damage, it seems, but then, yeah. All right, so that's just a thing you can do as a quick action. So, do you need to roll for this?
I think it just automatically does it.
Let me look.
Yeah, it's a pilot talent, so I think that means. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, you don't roll because it's an attack against terrain, not against a unit.
Yeah.
All right. Within range.
So I say I think you have to hit an edge of them then, not the middle, because they can't really get knocked in all directions.
Yeah. Any characters adjacent to your target.
So I would say
I'm
like
trying to figure
here, or like right behind them, or right in front of them, or any of these.
Yeah,
other
it says
cases.
within range, but what is the range of this move?
Yeah, what's your cannon range? It's probably like 10, right?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably 10. It doesn't say what the range is, unfortunately. Let me click on the little.
No, it'd be the range on your cannon on your mech.
Yeah. So you have.
Did I
Where
remember
are
to put? Did I remember to put a cannon on my fucking mech? I might not have.
Oh, let me look.
weapon
Jenner.
next,
Oh my
missile
god.
rack, heavy melee weapon personalizations? I don't think you have.
You don't have the thing that
No,
works with your talent?
It comes with. Look, I don't know what I'm fucking doing yet. I was gonna work.
Okay,
through
no,
it.
you have your missile rack. You
Yeah.
would use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The range is
So
10
you
on my
fire
missile
that
rack.
and are you on the combat page on CompCon, Jenner?
No, but I can be.
At the bottom, do you see the bottom bar? You see a little power logo icon with a circle with a line through it?
No, where's the combat page on?
Like, are you on your mech page?
Okay, on my mech
on
page.
your-
Hold on.
Yep.
So go to mech hangar, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and go into your mech.
Click in
At
the
the
mech,
bottom,
sorry.
there's little like a green bottom bar.
I don't see a green bottom bar.
It's at the bottom of the page.
Yeah,
If you're in the mech.
I am not. I am in the mech.
It's got mech configuration, combat analytics, and then like a couple icons.
I swear I don't see it. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, Jenner.
It's red on mine.
Oh yeah, if it's red if you're in light mode. I'm in dark mode.
I see my equipment loadout. I see.
Well,
should be a
it's always
floating bar.
it's a floating menu on the page.
I don't.
Yeah, bottom right.
Bottom. Okay, I see mech configuration.
Yep.
Yes.
So-
Yep. You see that icon looks like a diamond?
Yeah, it looks like a diamond. That looks like
Click
there's
on
like
that.
a power button inside of it. But okay, I'll click
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
Yes.
click
Click
it.
on that.
Okay, there we go. All right, there
This
we
is
go.
this is the tactical menu for doing combat.
All right, I'm sorry, folks. All right.
So in here, you see that sidebar with the arrows?
Yes.
Click on that
Okay.
and hit enter combat.
Enter combat. Got it.
This tells you all the shit you can do on a turn.
Okay.
So you're doing a quick action.
Yes.
This is just
Yeah, So let's see. Range 10 is extremely good. The missile racks, what we're using.
Yeah, the missile Rex is what I'm using, but I'm specifically using my ability to throw people in all directions.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with a
So that
lob
unloads
grenade.
your missile rack and
Yeah.
takes a quick action. You have another quick action you can use.
Yeah, I
and-
do. So again, I do want to hit the center and fling these guys like into walls and into buildings as they get knocked back and take 2 kinetic damage, and the ground beneath that dude is just take its 10 damage, and there's a big crater there now. And now that they've
All right,
all
so-
been,
Just out of curiosity, which wall are you aiming for?
well, they all get thrown like away as if it was an explosion.
Yeah.
So I would
So
say
which
like the
walls
guys,
are-
these three guys on the left.
You can't spread them out because they're one big unit right
Yeah.
now, Jenner.
Oh, they're one
pick a-
big
pick a
unit. I
wall
thought they were
instead.
individual guys. Okay, yeah, then they're slamming
No.
up against the left wall. Sorry.
So she hits here then.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, you hit the right wall. There's some now crater there, so that's going to be difficult terrain.
Yep.
Just fucking brown. All right, and let me real quick just see what these guys have. Let's see. I don't think they get a save for this since it is just the thing.
Well, usually this is you imagine be used against mechs, not against humans.
Yeah.
But you didn't hit them with a missile, so I mean that's good, I guess.
Let's see. So, just real quick, let me look it through. Just out of curiosity, what kind of damage is this?
It's kinetic damage.
I might have resistance to that.
Oh no.
They have the ability Strength in Numbers. The squad has resistance to all damage from attacks that aren't line that aren't line, cone, burst, or blast, and is immune to grapple, ram, knockback, and stunned.
I don't know if this is a blast type damage.
I don't think it is because it doesn't say.
No, it's
It would
not.
say-
Yeah, so
What a waste.
resistance. Well, not quite.
I mean, you could have just hit them with a missile. That was an option.
But the person paid bits for the siege weapon. Look,
Can't you still skirmish?
Yes, I can still
She
skirmish,
can
and
still,
I'm about
yes.
to I am about to skirmish. I just want to resolve this first before I move into the skirmish.
Yeah, just unload your missile rack because now it's
Yeah,
not
they're
loaded.
going to take,
Hit the button on it on the weapon.
you said
You
they
can't-
don't 2 damage, right?
Yeah, it does
Yes,
2 damage.
let's do it.
Okay, so they'll take 1 damage.
Okay, how do I? Okay, so I will unload it. There we go. Got it.
Yeah, just so you remember.
Yep.
And you can mark off probably activate.
There we go. Click
That's
it.
when
Got
you
it.
move
Yep.
it.
Got it. Okay.
And it will. What's nice, it will also remove anything you can't do now for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you've just spread them out. They've just knocked against the wall. And so, since that is a quick action, what else do you want to do?
So I got a second quick action. So again, this chat is being spammed by the big steppy. So I'm gonna ram and step. Just gonna do a ram action now.
All right, so ram essentially, I believe, is a whole action, right?
It's a quick action.
It's a quick
Or
action.
quick action. Yeah. They need to make a whole save
Yeah,
though,
they
which
need to make a
you
whole
know.
save. It's roll whole versus whole, I believe.
No, to round, make a melee attack against just a character the same size or smaller than you. On success, you target is knocked prone.
Yep.
There's no
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
So just attack.
Yep. So I will do that, and I believe it is. It's just attack plus whole, or it's just attack.
It would be plus whole.
Okay, so it's attack plus whole, and my whole is +2, I believe. Let me make sure.
I believe. Well, no, is it? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
Let
put
me-
all my points in whole, so I have to make sure that I have.
I don't think it adds 1 to 1.
Yeah, whole 2, so it is d20 +2. Sorry, we're still learning the game, folks. My apologies.
Yes, first session. It's fine.
All right, so how are you gonna go? How's this
Wow.
gonna
Okay,
go? 14.
hey, Jenner rolling dice worked.
All right,
We got
so,
there.
We did it, folks.
All right, now I have to make a save or else be knocked prone, and
I
mine.
don't think it didn't say save, did it?
I'm pretty sure you would have to, because otherwise you'd just be ramming people and they couldn't do anything.
Well, you had to succeed first, right? So like,
Is save the specific? Hold on a sec. Let me-
no, there's no save for it. Yet it's a successful melee attack. It just doesn't do damage. That's why.
Okay, so successful melee attack versus probably the Their target number is probably just 10.
No, it just says success, right? Like, how's
Yeah,
that
but they
work?
have to succeed against something. So yeah, I'm gonna say like that definitely succeeds is the thing because their number's 10. They have a save number of 10. They're
Okay.
going down. They have a hull of 0, so they're absolutely knocked prone.
And we have to move towards them because you're ramming them, Jenner.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna move directly. I'm gonna move directly towards them. I'm gonna move to here, ram into them, and do a big steppy. But it doesn't do any damage. The steppy is just gonna slam down and do a shockwave to be the thing that knocks them prone. And I actually have
Yeah.
a soundboard that I can click that makes the kaiju roar when I stomp down and shockwave them and they fall over.
And also, I believe you rolled the correct amount, but speed I believe is how many spaces you can move. So you have a speed of 4, and I'm pretty sure you moved correctly.
Yeah,
so
I moved 3.
She moved 3.
Yep.
So she's good. You can split movement. in
And
this.
dinosaurs are now being spammed in the chat.
yeah, so you moved 3. Do you want to move back, or are you just
I'm
gonna stand?
I'm gonna stand there, and I will end my turn by bracing in case they start to shoot at me.
Okay.
You can't. That brace is for when you get attacked. It's a reaction.
Okay.
You're fine.
Speaking of which, since it's their turn now,
hold
they're
on.
getting kind of mad, and they don't really care for your mech all that much. All right,
minute.
so this is probably not going to work because you are the character with hull, but they don't know that. I'm going to use Prying Claws. The pirates attempt to pry open the cockpit of a character adjacent to them. The target must succeed on a hull save, or the pilot is forced to immediately exit their mech as though dismounting.
Oh, that's not an act. That's not an attack. You can't brace against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to make a hull check.
Yeah, so that is, again, d20 plus 2. All right?
Yes, for you.
Yes.
If you have hull.
Yeah, I do. Hull is the only thing I have. I'm just min-maxing into hull. Oh, well, I'm going to roll.
Oh
for it.
no!
Oh no! All right, so that's gonna be an interesting one. So yes, you are. They just rip the cockpit open, and you're just flexing. So you're kind of caught by surprise, and yeah, you're just fucking tossed out. I will say you dismounted. However, shutdown is a different action. So when you remount, you don't have to like turn it back on or something.
Yeah.
It's still going. But
It's idling.
Jenner rolling dice intensifies, folks.
so glad that worked.
Um.
I only have one use of it.
So wait, I thought it was player characters all move, then enemies move. I'm
No,
sorry, I
it's-
just
It's
had to.
one player
it's
turn,
alternate.
then one enemy turn, then one player turn, then one enemy turn. Yeah, so.
Until
Okay, so
everyone's
they will
gone.
always have a turn after any of us have a turn.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well, the
that-
first one, like all of us will go now because they've used their turn already
Yeah.
okay.
because they one unit.
Yeah, it's a good thing nobody else is going to enter the battlefield soon.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
yeah. So end that. And make sure to mark down that that's been used. Yeah, we're working on fate rules, so whoever wants to move can, and you're all in a pretty even space. Vulpus is pretty far back, but you do have the height advantage, so you're seeing all this.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and just make my move since I'm basically just gonna standard move then boost
Yeah,
to get as
that
close
makes
as I
sense.
can toward them.
You are pretty far away.
Let's see, is boost a quick action or a normal action? So that quick action, yes, boost is a quick action, so I'll have one quick action left after that. Okay. So I think the order I have to do this in based on the height thing is I have to boost then standard move because my character can fly when she boosts, but she does have to land. She has to actually end space on solid ground. She can't actually end turn in the air.
Mhm.
So I have to. So that's the only. So I have to, basically I can move across height, but only when boosting. So I'm gonna boost over to here, and my standard move is 4, so that'll get me here. How many spaces am I? 1, 2. I'm just short of where I can go, so I have to end my turn here.
You don't have anything long range or swords only. That's unfortunate.
Swords only.
I do have a throwing knife that I can use, but it is within 3 spaces, and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally 1 space off.
2, 3, yep.
I'm
Before
sure
the next
my
turn
character won't die. The first mission that would make my dad very angry.
You could do a search action to look for hidden enemies with
Oh,
the other
yeah.
quick action.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Thank you. I will actually take that action.
Let's see. It is within sensors. You just
Sensors. What are my senses? Senses.
and you make a connected systems check against their agility.
All right. My sensor range is. I'm not sure if that
Alright.
makes a difference.
I think
So
it's
it's
10. I
within
think we're
10
all 10.
spaces.
All right, it's
And
10.
it's only one.
Hmm?
You only find one when you do it. You don't find everything.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, make that sensor roll.
All right.
Agility roll with the hidden whoever.
Roll 1d20 plus 1. That's an 8.
Oh, 8. So yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, that's not gonna hit it.
Oof.
Oh, just barely as well.
Ah, come on.
Though,
All
to be
right.
fair, it is pretty fast. It's like the one thing it's got going for it. So somebody else should decide who wants to do a thing, because I don't
I'll
think
go
I'm going to be
next.
able to do anything.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think
Do none of you have missiles?
I have missiles, and I'm going to shoot them right now.
Oh, thank God.
I have moved. I'm going to. Let me see. Shit. How's it work? Skirmish. Okay. I am going to skirmish to fire both auxiliary missile racks on my auxiliary rack mount. 'Cause I knew that. 'Cause you
Okay.
fire in distant one.
They're prone, according to my bullshit that I just did.
Yes.
So they might
Oh, yeah,
might
what's
affect. I don't know
Let
what it
me
does, but it does.
refine these.
In fact, they
thing.
might not have been able to do the pry me out of the mech if they were prone, but it's fine. I'll allow it if because we're still learning.
Hold on a sec.
Let me see. What is prone?
Here's the quick references. 76. Prone. Okay, attacks against prone targets receive +1. So it's a +1 of the like plus marker. So that means you actually add like a D6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Additionally, prone characters are slowed and count as moving in difficult terrain. Yeah, and they weren't immobilized, so yeah, they would have only been slowed.
So I'm not shooting them with missiles. I'm shooting them with missiles in order to scare them off. I'm not gonna hit them with explosions. Okay, like that's just the narrative. Like I'm doing the thing.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
So do I do make one roll for each missile rack, or just do one? I think I do, right?
Are they separate?
Yeah, I have
Barrage,
two
right?
racks on my mount, and I can fire both of them. If I fire one, I can fire the other in the same attack.
Yeah, I think that's how a barrage works.
Because you can do a
Skirmish,
second. Well, even skirmish can do that. If you can do two things in the same rack. If they're both on the same rack, which they are.
All right, so
So
you're
it has
going
to be a separate roll for each.
Okay,
What do you
so-
add to attacks? Just anything, or is it just like? do you
To
select-
grit, normally.
Yeah, we don't have grit. However, again, you do since they're prone, you do have a plus D6 against them. So
Oh, yeah.
let me tell you, you're probably gonna hit.
Yeah, because gets life low halved rounded up, but
Yep.
0 halved is 0. All right, so I'll roll
0
2 of
halved is
these. All right, twice. That is no hits.
Or roll your D. Oh wait, no,
I did already. I did.
Well, let me just check the group 5 pirates. Let's see.
Wow, we are rolling. We're getting diced so bad.
Okay. Their evade sucks, so that first one actually does manage to do what you want. So roll damage for that one.
All right. So that would be for my missile rack. is a 1d3 plus 1, which I can just do in online because we can just roll d3s.
Yep.
So it's 2 to 4. 3.
Three damage.
That's explosive damage, obviously, because it's missiles.
Yep.
But I
Yeah,
have
they
fire
have
my
no
missiles.
resistance against that. All right.
That's one quick action. The other quick action, I'm going to search to try to
Okay.
find more enemies around me. So that is just flat d20 because I do not have that. 15.
15. I believe that should get him good. Let's see. Oh yeah, yep. Okay, so if you'll look to your right, I will reveal. I need to just switch GM overlay. You see darting between, or like darting past the alleyways, a car.
Oh, that is like right at my center range too. Nice. That's 10 squares away.
Yep.
All right, I announced over the sensor like, hey, there's a enemy on the other side of the next row over. It's a car.
Can I see that?
Yeah, and in fact, I'm going to use a free action to tell you go take care of it. You get a leadership die,
Oh hell yes!
which means you can expend it to get a +1 accuracy or give it back to me for free.
I will in fact expend that to get a +1 accuracy on mine.
So that is your +d6.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Let's see. I'm gonna barrage. Are we sure that's an enemy?
Yeah, there is a man just like sticking out of the window going woohoo. He's got a weapon in his hand. You're pretty sure.
It's like spraying bullets.
Yep, just wasting ammunition.
I'm gonna barrage the hell out of that thing, with my heavy machine gun and one of my missile racks.
All right, give me
If you're firing an auxiliary weapon with 2 mounts, you can fire both of them.
Okay, so it's
As
not
long
two
as they
actual
have that
ones.
fired yet. Yeah, anytime you attack with a mount, you can attack with the other weapon on that same mount if you're able to.
Okay, then
And
I'm
fired.
yeah. I'm gonna fire with missiles then. Both missile racks. So let's see. Roll d20, correct?
Yep.
A d20 plus a d6.
Yeah, because you got the leadership die.
It's only the first one to get that on, though, I think. Not the second one. I think. Yep. Any action. So I guess
9 and 2. Ooh, geez. Let's see. Yeah, the 9 hits. The 2 does not.
you didn't. Oh, no,
It's one roll.
that's one attack. So
okay.
that's a
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, that's one attack.
So now roll your second one without the leadership die. It doesn't get it.
15.
Nice.
That also hits. So yeah, you roll your damage for both of those.
All right, looks like 1d3 plus 1. So it is actually 2d3 plus 1. How do you do
Roll
it?
2d3 plus 2. Do math.
You're a math.
Math sounds bad. I've never done math in
How
my
do you
life.
do a d3?
Roll?
Just
You
Slash
just
roll?
type in. You can either type it in for Roll20, or according to the book, D3 is just you divide whatever you get on a 6-sided dice in half.
1 and a
rounding
3,
down.
so that's 4 plus 2, so 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your one mount. You can fire a second mount with barrage.
Okay, so I can fire 2 different mounts.
Yes, you can with barrage. You attack with 2 weapons or with super heavy. But when you attack with a weapon, if there's a second weapon on that same mount, you can use that also.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my main rifle as well.
Okay.
D20.
13.
That's a 1d6.
Nice.
Dang, 6. Full damage on that one.
So it looks like it always does 2 damage even if it misses. Okay, that's neat. Dang. Okay, well, is this thing dead?
Not quite, though. You did do a really big hit on
Damn,
it. Like,
that thing almost has as much our HP as our mechs do. Actually, as much HP as my mech does.
The thing is most enemies don't have like the tiers of damage on them.
Yeah,
they
they-
just hit one that they blow
don't
up.
have structure. Well, I mean, technically I have structure, but it's 1, which means deplete the HP and they die. So yeah, this thing was just riding down the road looking real shiny, and you just fucking unloaded into this thing just through the alleyway, and it is just really taking damage. And I'm going to say, since it's, and I'm going to be nice, even though it has abilities that, could be used against it, this was a surprise to it, so you hit it pretty hard.
And you can move. That's all you have left.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just Overwatch on it, and that's good for me.
All right, that's everybody. Back top of the round.
So I guess
Players go first.
a player goes first. Does somebody other than me want to go first, or should I go first again?
You're kind of over there. I think you should, because otherwise they're gonna like start beating you with their fists.
Yeah.
And guns.
Yeah, so I forget what kind of move getting into your mech is. Is that quick? Let's see. You want to...
I believe getting
Sure did.
into your mech is
Mount is a quick action.
Yeah,
Okay,
mount,
mount.
Eject is a
dismount,
full.
yeah.
Eject is a full action.
Yep, mount, dismount is a quick action. So I will spend one quick action to get back into my mech, like cussing. I have an auto bleep filter that changes all my cusses into the ICQ announcement sound. So the streamers don't actually hear me cussing; they just hear the ICQ noise as I get back into my mech. And slam it back shut really angrily, sit down in the chair. I have another quick action after that, so I'm gonna go, all right, folks, look into the webcam. It's time for a pro gamer move. And I think I can skirmish as my other quick action. It looks like I can.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna skirmish. I'm just gonna swing out at them with my big heavy melee weapon, the heavy mount, my fist, the big fist that I have. So, hit that skirmish button. Yeah. And, it is, roll d20 plus, I guess, hull. Again, it's a physical attack.
Alright.
They're prone, so this is actually a d20 plus 3 because they're still prone.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think they've really done
No, it's
anything.
just attacks just plus grit, right?
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
think it hold attacks.
Yeah, no,
So right now you have no grit, so it's just a flat d20.
Sorry.
No, it's 1d20 plus 1 because they're prone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please, come on. Please, 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 thank you. Yay!
Yeah, even without the extra d6, that's probably going... Actually, no. Roll the plus 6, because you might
Yeah.
crit.
General accuracy is a plus a d6, not plus 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you start at 17. If you get a 3 or more, you're going to crit against these guys.
Yes!
4.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So I'm going to smash them with my main fist, the big fist. One of my fists is bigger than the other on the mech. That's the big fist. That's the power fist. So this is normally 2d6 plus 1, so it's now 4d6 plus 2, right?
No, what it is you roll all the damage dice
Oh,
twice.
and then you take
the
and then
highest
you take the
result.
highest of the two, right? So I'm just
Yes.
I am gonna roll
So
4d6,
you take the
but
highest
only take
two.
the highest two, right?
Yes, then plus whatever.
We'll add. It's gonna be 4d6 plus 1, I believe. Well, let me make sure.
It's still still the regular plus. It doesn't change.
Yeah, 46. So we'll add 1 after we add it up. But yeah. So the two. So to 12.
Wow.
13. So yeah, 13 damage. I just slam them with my big fist. The fist is like it's got a piston on it. It's like the piston pops and it goes boom and it pops out and it makes a train whistle as it bashes them.
You
Just
actually
fucking
murdered
big O them.
And then there are train whistles being spammed in the chat.
Serious question, though. Did you actually hit them, or did you try to scare them?
No, I'm actually hitting them. I'm mad because they
Okay,
pulled me out of my mech.
Yeah, that took down a lot of their HP. You splatter a ton of them.
Good.
In
Does
fact,
the size
I'm-
actually reduce because of that?
yes, actually, they're now a size 2. Like, the ones who didn't run away earlier wish they had run away.
I mean, they're pirates, right? It's fine.
I'm guessing you probably still don't want to move, right?
At this point, I'm in the middle. I mean, my mech is largely, until I fix my weaponry with Jeff after session tonight, my mech is currently designed to just be full melee for the most part.
You're fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with your mech. Like, I looked
Yeah,
at it.
Well, I want to make sure I actually have a cannon and not missiles in the future. So I'll have to look through that. But yeah.
Well, that'll be your good mech once you get.
So
a
what I'm
license
actually going to do, I think I have 4 movement, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yes, four.
So I'm
four
actually going to
hexes.
move here because I believe that will quote unquote flank these guys so that Jeff gets a +1.
And there's no flanking. That's-
Yeah.
Well, it's not flanking, but like, doesn't it put them in a exposed position or something like that? I forget. I remember reading the book about this.
No. There's
Okay.
no. There's,
Oh, I just realized I forgot to bring something up because we are going to have an enemy turn after this one. You probably already know this, but I did change one thing on my character before session 1. My character gains soft cover at the start of her turn, which she loses when she does anything that would force anyone to save or when she attacks. Has not
Okay.
actually attacked yet, so I am technically in soft cover mode. Probably should say that before my turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
That might change things.
Indeed.
Anyway, I'll end my turn after that move, and I'll click the end turn button here. This is helpful, Jeff. Thank you.
All right, so it's the enemy turn.
Yep.
one of
they-
them. Who's going?
They just got punched real hard. with
God.
Could be
train
them or the,
with
or the
embarrassing
car.
train whistle sounds.
Looks to the fucking pirates that are getting the infantry that's getting wrecked, looking to the raider that's getting wrecked. Let's see, what seems like it would be more fun to do? I'm going to say... you know what, it's not really going to be getting anything done anyway, so I'm going to have the car use the heavy assault rifle, range 10, kinetic damage 6, so... And let's see, I also have a mod for that, high impact rounds. So the assault's attack becomes AP and deal +4 kinetic damage, but the heavy assault rifle must be reloaded before it is used again.
Oof.
And you know what? Quite frankly,
Who they attacking?
where's the skull at the moment? Like, did it manage to get on top of a building, or is it like?
Yeah, it's still up there, I think, because you just jumped across to a different building.
Hey,
All
Alice,
right,
where
so-
are you right now?
I am the other street right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, you're on a building right now. Is that
Yeah,
where you are? Like on a building?
Yes, I am on top of a building.
Okay, so that sounds like you're using cover. Since you're on top of it, I'm going to say that's probably soft cover, because they've got a rifle, they're aiming at you. So let's see, soft cover, let me just check. What's that do to me?
Let me look. I'll find
Cover,
it.
cover, cover.
Soft cover is one like
Negative.
minus d6.
Okay, so I'm going to 20, and they don't get any bonuses, so let's prepare to fuck up a roll.
Yeah, soft cover is minus 1.
Literally,
What's the d6? I want to know what's the d6? Do they get down to 0?
it's gonna have to be a 6, right? Okay, no, it's only a 4. Hey, is your evasion higher than 4, Alice?
It is very much higher than 4.
All right, so they take aim at you and just try to fire, and you're on top of the building. You're just gonna style on them, aren't you?
Well, it hits the building, right? Like they just hit.
Absolutely.
Do they hit the building, or they just miss entirely?
I think, like, you were probably standing at the edge, so they would have just hit open air as you'll just, like, back up.
Yeah, I would say that if the die made them miss, but they would have hit otherwise, would have hit the building. Otherwise, they just miss. Right? Does that
Oh,
make
actually,
sense?
don't they have? Didn't I give them a thing for? Okay. To be fair, heavy assault does have the reliable tag, so it always does 2, 3, 4 damage, even if it misses its target or rolls less damage. So take 2 damage as like you back up a bit and they mostly miss. It just nicks you at a spot that might be a little bit vital if things
You,
you know
get some like shrapnel from the building hits you.
Mhm.
yeah. It'll be vital if you get hit more, but it'll buff out otherwise. And yeah, after that's done, it's going to just go. I want to actually select that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well,
Can't fit those alleys.
nope, it can't. It very clearly can't. It's sized, so it cannot do that. All right, so whomst among you will, I guess, just fuck up some dudes?
I think I'd like to.
All
Let's see
right.
So
here.
that's
So I'm going to go ahead and zoom on over to that. I'm going to use my standard move to go 1, 2. Let's say,
I think going down is it's about the same. Doesn't matter.
yeah, let's say 3 and 4. And then we're going to have to boost. So I'm going to go ahead and pop down here. And that leaves me with 1 quick action. So I'm actually going to attack.
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and skirmish with my main mount, which is my charge blade. I have the pilot talent duelist, so the first time I make an attack with a weapon in a melee weapon in a main weapon mount, I get +1 accuracy on that attack.
Oh, I forgot I had duelist too. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't. Oops.
Yes. So I will lose my soft cover by doing this.
I think you're fine.
Yeah. Just in case like some other enemy shows up. So that's roll 1d20 and then roll
Yeah,
1d6.
Can you
If
get
I crit?
a 5 and get a crit? No.
Okay, so it is just a normal hit. My charge blade deals 1d3 plus 3 damage, and it ignores armor.
Ooh, nice. That's good because this guy has armor.
So roll 1d3. 3. So I'm hitting for 4 damage.
For full damage. So yeah, basically, this guy was just driving down the road, tried to take a shot at the skull, missed, just nicked her with a bit of debris, keeps driving, and then you just come charging in, you fly in, and you just slash this dude.
Just fucking samurai pose as it's
Rules of
coming
nature
past.
blaring.
Yep. Rules of nature is when I actually take out the heavy mount because I get executioner on that one. I need to start backswinging people at some point.
All right, so that's your turn. Let me just mark you as having gone. All right, so this group of pirates, not doing great. But on the bright side, at least their target's not moving too much. God, have they even... They must have noticed the reverse, but the reverse has taken pity on them, so they're not as scared as that.
Yeah, it's only like attacking them like around them with missiles.
All right, so problem number 1. I don't know what the +2 attack bonus means. That's probably bonus damage and not accuracy?
What are you looking at?
So I didn't name their primary weapon, but one of the bonuses is just +2 attack bonus. It's not telling me.
Is it
+2 attack
accuracy or is
bonus.
it?
Attack bonus is to hit.
Okay, so they've got a +2 accuracy. Now, here's the thing. This weapon would be super good normally because it can actually make 2 attacks at a time. If the squad loses more than half its HP, it can only make 1 attack at a time.
Yeah, so you roll 2d6 if you take the higher one on the attack. Is what that does.
Okay. So,
Is plus to hit in this game always plus accuracy?
Anything plus accuracy is. So
Oh,
you add,
gee.
Oh, jeez.
well,
so they will actually hit. Holy shit. They're going to do something.
yeah. So
Fucking.
you roll all your damage die twice, and you take the highest ones. Of
Okay.
how many it would be.
So let's see. Their damage. They don't have damage die. They just have 2 variable damage, which I'm going to say is kinetic because that's probably just normal ass guns.
Oh, so actually it's just 2 then. So I don't think. How would you do that? Because there's no rule for non-die roll.
I think it's just damage.
Yeah, variable means you pick the damage when you put it in there.
Yeah,
that's
and
what
it's
they have.
definitely kinetic.
You should get something for critting.
Yeah.
Maybe give Jenner in like a difficulty die or something.
Oh man, I didn't give them the fucking pirate ability because CompCon said this encounter is too difficult. So they don't get anything else on a crit either. So yeah, default, you're gonna take 2 damage.
Can I
And
use
then-
can I use my custom paint job on this or no?
Oh yeah,
That's for
probably.
when you take structure damage. I
Oh,
believe.
that's structure damage. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Do you have anything else that might help?
I'm looking at my abilities right now. I have accuracy. I have a +1 accuracy on saves to avoid prone and knockback. I can project a shield as a reaction, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. So no, it just gets to hit me.
And you have no armor. Okay, so yeah, you take 2 damage. They start shooting at you. Your mech's starting to get scuffed up. They definitely chip away at some of that super good.
So from,
emoji
from 16 HP to 14 HP then is where I'm at on the mech. Is what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. Looks good. Yep. Okay.
Maybe someone's health.
Because I took the biggest, baddest, strongest. Well, it's also because of my abilities. I have
Oh yeah, because you have hull. That's right.
I
Yeah.
have
Right.
hull, and also I took the personalization ability
Yeah,
that gives me
okay.
+2 additional HP. So I am here to be the tank. Yes.
All
I'm
right.
a
I will
16-year-old
go.
girl. Please shoot me.
Alright, so they're gonna fucking run. You know, there's really nowhere they can run, but I'm gonna try to just put them away-ish. They back off to this corner.
Oh, they're
Taka
not.
taka.
All right, I will go next. That's fine.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. I am going to first stabilize to reload my weapons, and nothing else because I don't need anything else. And then I'm going to overcharge. Actually, I'm going to overcharge first because that will let me reduce the heat later. And I'm going to use that to skirmish them and fire my shotgun.
Alright.
Oh, I got 8.
8. Does matching evasion... I think matching evasion goes to
Matching
attacker,
hits,
yeah?
matching hits.
Yes, it said goes to attack.
You're good.
All right, perfect. Then that does a d6 of damage. And it is 4.
4 damage. Let's see.
It's kinetic, so it's not like burst. It's one.
Okay. Alright, and anything else?
No, that's it. Yep. So I'm gonna do the thing second, so I can reduce the heat. Nope, that's it. I think I'll move. I'm gonna move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright.
No.
So, that Bryn's turn done.
It would be Alice.
Yep. Alice is the only one left in this round.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing. I need to finish off this thingy revolver.
Daka Daka.
Yes, we are barraging again. Heavy machine gun first.
Actually, yeah, free action. Alice, shoot them. Take a
What?
leadership die.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm gonna use my free action. I'm gonna give you a leadership die and tell you to shoot the car. So you can take +1 accuracy on an attack.
Yeah.
Your next action against it.
So,
Plus D6.
well, that's enough.
Well,
12
One
enough.
would supposedly hit me, but I do have a reaction, and these guys are scared. I've got the reaction hunker down. An attack. The trigger is an attack hits the assault, but damage hasn't been rolled yet. Effect gain resistance to all. Oh wait, that's only resistance, so
So this you still hit.
that's not going to help much against damage overall.
So,
Yeah,
do I
it's
still,
half
do I
damage,
still
right?
roll damage?
Yes.
Even with
Okay.
half, you're probably going to take this thing down.
I am rolling 2d6 plus 4.
Wait. What weapon are you using?
Heavy machine gun.
Oh yeah. That's an accurate though. So you
Yeah,
don't,
so it would have been 11. It would
Yeah.
have been instead of 12. Does the 11 hit?
yes.
Yeah, the 11 definitely
Okay.
hits.
Holy crap.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you just fucking pull out that machine gun and just start firing, and pretty much the first few shots just start to pierce this thing. I'm guessing you don't care if you hit the driver or not, right?
Death Plume!
Yeah, this thing just fucking goes skidding. It's very violent. Most of it is off screen. This thing just fucking hits the wall.
She has a little like horn that plays wolf howls whenever she kills something. It definitely goes. Oh!
Default is rubbed off
Everyone-
on her.
keep track of your kills on your character sheet because that's what you do when you're flying mix.
Hell yeah!
Timothy
It's fine
actually
to note
helped.
that down.
Timothy helped you set up that wolf whistle soundboard. Default and Timothy helped you.
God bless.
Yeah,
Sylvia just like opens her comm. She just goes like, "Nice."
another. I'm gonna column the roster for kills. That's the whole round, I think, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to go first this time, Jeff? Since you're in range to hit these guys.
And you will be merciful.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, I am going to yeah, I'm gonna barrage. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Keep going over here. Firefox, please. All right. So I'm going to first fire my shotgun, and then I'm gonna fire the heavy cannon. So that's 12 on the shotgun.
Yeah, 12 hits.
It's a 4 damage. I guess half because of their spread out.
Yep.
And I'm going to have a machine gun, which is inaccurate. That is not a...
Negative
it's a
51, you don't hit.
Hold on. Minus, roll d6. That was a d6. It is a 10.
Okay. 10 hits.
Okay, that is massive damage, though. It's a 2d6 plus whatever.
Jesus.
It's the same thing that Alice did.
Yep.
Plus... It's not right here. 4. Well, 4. Holy crap. That is a 13.
13
Yeah,
damage.
damage.
Yep, nope. They're gone.
Nice.
I do the thing where you shoot the legs, and that dance happens around their way. I don't want to...
They've had it. They're out of here. Pirate ain't good enough for this. They just fucking spread out in different directions.
Leave this settlement.
Yeah, once the battle has ended, a default activates her soundboard, which plays the Final Fantasy X-2 victory theme.
Of course, it's that one. How'd everyone join
And she
up?
strikes a pose.
And meanwhile, you actually hear the sound of a helicopter get farther and farther away. If you want to, look around and see what maybe that would have been, note from God, that's not going to fight you right now.
Yeah, that does not count as a kill though. Only taking on mechs and vehicles counts.
Yeah, I'll take a look around actually. Let's just search, right?
Yeah, I think search would work. Let me just
Default
check.
has come to regroup with you, but she's also very busy giving shout-outs to her Patreon subscribers who subscribed at her $35 tier.
So now let's see. You could probably either do reader situation or stay cool in this circumstance.
Yeah, I'll do read the situation actually, so I can get the +2 here.
Just want to remind everybody to like and subscribe and ring the bell.
Oh, 19, very nice. So, yeah,
Rolling solid.
you get a pretty good look at it. It's a helicopter, but it doesn't particularly seem to have any weapons on it. It has like some gun-like things, but I'm pretty sure you know your weapons well enough to know that it doesn't have bullets. It's not an attacking weapon. This was a support helicopter that basically just did not get here in time to help. And it just floats away. Well, I mean, that sounds way too gentle for a helicopter, but yeah.
Yeah, I just radio Bryn. I'm like, hey, boss, they had a support chopper. It is exiting the area. I don't think we can follow at this point, but that is around.
Leave it be. Our job is to stop the assault, not chase down hostiles.
All right,
Affirmative.
so you actually get a short rest. And while we're at it, it's 10:48. How are we on staying up a bit longer? Because we still got the boss to do.
9:48 on our end.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't gotta get up till
Good. Okay.
like 8, so I'm fine.
All right,
Get
so
leadership die back.
yeah,
Resting.
everybody do your short rest stuff.
I reload
two of
my
you got 2
cannon,
damage.
which is flavored as missile, and yeah. And
Yeah, you can
Alright.
just do that.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
have to reload
you can also
anything
repair
because
if you
I'm
want to.
all weapons.
Mhm.
All melee weapons.
Yeah.
You get. I think you just get 1 HP per repair with this frame. No,
Okay.
1 repair for 1 structure damage. Oh, structure damage. Never mind. You don't
Yeah,
get.
I didn't get.
I think
I don't think I got
your
structure
HP just
damage.
maxes back out. Yeah, it's only structure damage you got to repair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you
so
back
yeah.
to max.
Yeah, I mean.
Yep, you buff out your stuff.
It says, Lancer, I've detected 1 issue requiring your attention. Damage detected. I can click repair on it. So I guess I'll click that and see if it does anything. It looks like it did. So yeah. All right, we're good.
Oh, perfect.
I have 6 repair capacity, so I just spent that repair capacity. It looks like I'm fine now. Yep, I'm back to 16 of 16. All right, we're good.
Okay, so you do need to spend repair capacity to do that.
Yep, I spent 1 repair capacity for that.
Oh, it's just replaced with parts.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it's also
so yeah,
repair.
I'm just assuming you're also using one as well, Alice.
I actually am totally fine. I did not take any damage.
You took 2 damage from getting glanced by their attack. 'cause
Oh,
they
yeah.
have-
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I think like
I
the
didn't know that
reverts and I were
level.
the only ones who
Yeah, I'll
took
do the
literal
same thing.
0. Yeah.
I didn't realize they had a reliable on that thing. All right.
All right, so yeah, you all regroup. Anybody have any conversations?
Oh, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it was mostly just a car and some dudes. That was
Actually, Sylvia is going to literally open check a radio to default and go, I know you're having fun with your video game stream
You can
system
hear
or
the
something,
K-pop, it's so loud as you're talking.
but you just killed like 10 people. You might want to tone it down a little.
Oh, Sylvia, those weren't people and communication.
Damn.
It just fucking
At that point, she just calls up Lyra. She's like, "You've been a bad fucking influence."
And you need more vodka.
She's gonna get banned from Twitch if she keeps doing that.
She ended the stream, so nobody heard her say that those people weren't people.
Well, I'm more meant about the murders and not
camera
about
just
the.
hands by the splatter of blood by that building. Doesn't even like actually look at the wall or anything. It just pans through the side. Don't need to see anything more than that.
Mm-hmm. They're just robots.
Yeah,
They're just robots with red in them, just like Metal Gear Rising. That's not blood. That's just red goo. Those are robots. Those are androids.
Sylvia's just like sitting there thinking like, how do I explain to this child that humans exist?
Sylvia, nobody would send a living, breathing person on foot out to fight mechs. It's ridiculous.
That is a
Everybody-
fair
Sylvia just
point,
has
actually.
instant like, that was literally my first day of testing.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, good job, but we're not done yet.
Yeah,
Chill the
so
fuck out.
there's a very loud sound coming from the control center, and then you feel the tremors in the area even out a little bit. They're mostly stopping.
I don't think whatever we just destroyed was causing these earthquakes.
Oh right, we had a reason for being here, didn't we?
So yes, I think you see the mech from earlier leave the control center and look around a bit, dashes off in one direction, goes to you. All right, so
DFO,
said there
by the
were
way, demanded that our frequency for communication be 133742. So that's what you have to be. That's the frequency you have to be on to communicate with us.
God.
Is 1337.42. If you're not on
I just did it because I didn't want to.
1337.42,
I didn't want to argue about it.
you can't talk to us.
I mean, I was shown the thing earlier.
Wikipedia? You mean the free encyclopedia that anybody can edit, Locker?
Oh god, I haven't been reading the chat. Sorry, I'll have to read that later. But anyway, yeah, Isadora is just like, okay, so I reactivated the control center. So what's this about pirates?
Well, we just shot a couple of them.
I'm
Also disabled
guessing-
2 vehicles. Well,
Yeah, she
one
looks
vehicle.
at just the dinky little raider vehicle that's just on fire and crashed against a building. And it's just like, probably not their boss, right?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, if they're stupid enough to send like infantry against the mechs, and she just kind of like shrugs, even though no one can see her over the channel. There's a distant like noise of what's definitely ancient Russian folk metal in the background.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Suddenly, there's just a very powerful vibration.
Not good.
That's not supposed to happen. And I'm guessing y'all just go and investigate the source of this rumbling.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
not even going to
Yeah.
make you roll for this. You can like it feels very pinpointed. It's emanating from a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Where is
Where
that
is
way?
that way? Is it on this map or a different map? It's a
It's
different
a
map.
It's
different-
this map,
different map.
baby.
Just the fields where, for some reason, people have drawn Roll20 on the ground. Absolutely meaningless.
Weird.
I couldn't
Why
find-
did
I couldn't find
Where did
one.
you get this map?
I couldn't find
The,
one without
the best
yeah,
geoglyphs of all time.
Look, I couldn't find one without, I didn't want to pay for it. I couldn't find one without a stamp.
I
Doesn't
gave you a
fucking
whole
matter.
folder of fucking hex maps,
But
Jenner.
I like this one because it has the huge fucking tunnels in it, that trenches in it that are going to make it a pain in the ass to get through. And none of the other ones were quite like this one.
Yeah, where are we?
You are sort of towards the middle, like right next to this big rock over
Okay.
here-ish. See yourself?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see digging through the ground, just like fucking... it's in this field. It digs down. There's just these huge tremors. It comes back up, and again and again and again until it's over here, and a man just emerges from the top, just looks out, gets back in, and you just hear just this squealing sound from the radio, and suddenly, for a moment, on everybody's radios, you hear a man be like, "Oh, God," and then it's screwed around a little bit more, and then default, you're the only one who doesn't have a comm link with this man now. And he says, "Oh boy, bunch of Everests. Listen, I'll give you guys a chance to get out of the way."
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this planet.
No. Why should I do that?
Because we'll kill you.
Fair point.
I can't hear
could you
this,
go get me
right?
some snacks and also leave the planet? Because I'll kill you. It's kind of a roundabout discussion, don't you think?
Diplomacy is broken down. Engage in combat.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
hear
you
this,
never
right?
asked.
Like the constant link through to me, and also
You can
my
hear
kids-
me.
yeah,
You
I
can hear my
you.
half
Yeah,
of it.
okay.
Yeah. And the magic words are, diplomacy has failed. Team, unite up.
Mhm.
All
Roger,
right,
Captain.
so
Scrambling.
player turn first. Normally, I'd have me go first because I've got good speed. However, I don't fucking know how to play this game as a player, so somebody else do a thing while I figure out what my moves are.
All right, I will go first, please.
All right.
I am going to first. Okay, so my patterns, my smoke charges don't have a action on them. Are they just free?
Do they have uses?
They have 3 uses, but they do not have an
Okay.
action tag.
Yes. So basically, I believe. Actually, let me just triple check your inventory. I think. Where is that on yours?
It's under
Type
systems.
profile.
It's it's
System?
under systems in my mech.
Okay.
Like the turret drones have a quick action tag, but the pattern X smoke charges do not have a tag. So it's
Mhm.
confusing. I don't know if they just forgot or.
Yeah. So I think it's just a thing you can use to deploy some cover.
Okay. So I am
Alright.
going to pop down a smoke mine at my feet and just stomp it to get a 3 radius smoke area around where we are right now.
Okay. Let me just.
And I would be in the middle,
front.
like that.
Okay, gotcha. So it's like blip and like that. Just
Uh,
surrounding.
No, it's radius 3,
Okay, so that's
burst 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay,
Yep. So
Yeah.
I think
that.
yeah, I think it's like that because I think the spot you're on is 1.
Yeah. So
No,
one.
no, burst 1 is just out 1, right? Oh, I'm stupid.
Oh man, we're flexing that roll 20 prime, effects here, folks. Also, combat has initiated, so default turns back on the stream.
Yep.
Folks, we're back. Kind of hard to see because of all the smoke. Thanks, Bryn.
Yeah, burst 1 is 1 out from the spot.
But
So
I
it's 3
assure
out
you-
from the middle. So it's
Yes.
1 more bigger.
It is.
It's soft cover, but it does not impair us otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
It's just shooting into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as my first quick action, I'm going to deploy a turret drone.
All right.
So I have a POG for, but I didn't actually put it in here.
Oh shoot. Yeah, and I don't have it.
Just put a thing down somewhere.
Yeah.
Move it.
Guns. That in the library.
I can do it up to sensors. So I'm
Okay.
gonna put it right here behind this rock,
Okay.
Nice.
and that would do stuff on other ghost drones. Okay, that's one
Nice.
quick action. For my other quick action, I am going to search and look for any additional hostiles in the area that we may have not seen. So 1d20. 13 against their agility if there are.
13. I'm guessing that's probably going to do it, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
range 10.
Oh. Against agility. Absolutely.
Oh,
So
18.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, you're good. Let me just bloop. Oh, forgot to resize it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole map, honestly. Oh, wow, perfect.
Yeah, so you see that support helicopter from earlier come in.
The helicopter is incoming from the north.
Well,
How many
that'll be
spaces
about-
away is that sucker?
that
That's
little
1,
thing
2,
is mine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, I have something fun I can do.
And I'm going to move by 4. In fact, I'm gonna just kind of get behind this real quick. All right, everyone. Who's next? Who wants to go next?
Well,
In fact, I'm gonna save my least die for now.
so
Actually, no, I'm gonna give it to who wants to attack the helicopter.
I'll take it.
the drill wants to
I
attack
tell
us.
you to attack the helicopter. Take a leadership die.
The
Thank you.
drill goes first, though, because
Yeah.
enemy turn happened.
Next turn. I'm gonna use it. All right. My
Oh,
turn
actually,
forward.
before I say I should take it, I should clarify one point with the GM.
Hold on a sec.
Uh-oh.
Now can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, because I was just saying enemy goes next.
Oh yeah, but that's for her next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to clarify something before the enemy takes their turn because it's going to change what I do on mine.
Gotcha.
When something says it lasts for a scene,
That is the
is
entire
that
battle.
good to know? Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, the scene is just, whatever, combat encounter or, social roll or whatever. Yeah, if it said end of turn, it would, or just like one turn, it would be your movement, and then round is when everybody moves.
All right, sweet.
All right, so drill's gonna go, and let me actually look at what it can do.
I have to look up drill tweets. I forgot to look up drill tweets for this. I'm so sorry. Please reference drill tweets in the chat, folks.
Where is movement on this?
Someone who is good at the economy, help me explain what to do here. $500 on helicopter.
Hold on a sec, real quick. Gotta look at my NPCs on this one because I can't see my move.
Out here in the battlefield,
Okay,
hanging
I
out
see
with
it.
my giant drill tank. Everybody keeps asking me if they can fuck the drill tank. Buddy, they won't even let me fuck it.
All right, so the drill starts to rev up. Actually, hold on a sec. Let me just double check one more thing. 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. So yeah, it's just going to start revving up its drill, and then it's going to start charging. So I'm going to say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, fisticuffs. As always, you are in line of fire.
Why wouldn't I? Oh man,
That's
I'll
great.
reference this one after the battle is done. I should have referenced it back when I was scolded about how there's no difference between good and bad, but we'll get to it later. Sorry,
A
go
lot
on.
of move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So it's hitting me, or it's gonna try to hit me.
It's going to hit you. It's got, let's see, do I have any other bonuses? It does not. So, yeah, I
does
think this
have-
actually,
Disaccuracy because of the smoke.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
smoke will affect its
accuracy-
accuracy. I think even up
Here's the
close, I'm
thing.
not sure.
But it's also gonna affect that when we attack it because it's in the smoke now.
Mhm.
yeah, so it actually has +1 attack bonus on its drill weapon, so it actually just cancels out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is
All
gonna,
right,
this is gonna
so-
suck ass. I'm excited
All
for
right.
it.
Okay, so yeah, armor piercing doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so D20. 19. Dang. One
Ouch.
more, and I would have got you, meddling kid. And so that is 17, or not 7, Jesus. That's 7 damage, and I don't think I have anything that would deal extra damage in this case. And nobody was in the way, so nobody's
So,
knocked prone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm at 10. 10 of 16. Oh, no, sorry. I'm at 9 of 16 hit points.
Yeah, you don't need a brace. You're fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah, so this thing just fucking drills straight into you. Like, the smoke goes up, and you're like, ugh, God, Bryn, what are you doing here? And then just a drill goes in, just like your arm or something.
She's making bad streaming because no one can see anything on the stream.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, nobody can see anything, and now there's just a whole lot of interference with all this damage going on to the mech.
Alright. Who's next?
Did you want to
One
go
of us.
next, or?
Any of
I
us
can go
but me.
next.
All right.
Volunteer,
go.
I have no idea how I can reference any of these tweets. Purchase a cage full of rats in the hope that infusing my home with the new life will fire up my posts and score me the Bertucci's deal. Amen. What the fuck? Go on.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna go ahead and do. I can't barrage, unfortunately. I'm going to
Why
use
not?
because I've moved. Oh, you can move and barrage. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
yeah.
move and fire certain weapons.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
you can't-
When you basically, if you want to barrage, you have to like take your full move. You can't move, barrage, move more, if I remember correctly.
That makes sense. Then I'm gonna barrage, starting with a heavy machine gun. When can I use this power up thing? By the way.
I think that's
I
start of turn.
Think
Your
that's
protocol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. To
Protocols
cancel
are
out-
free.
Yeah, cancel out the inaccurate thing. Uh,
7. Believe it or not, 7 actually hits. This thing
Oh.
is a big tank. It's got Garbo evasion.
thank God. I'm gonna do 11.
Nice, nice, nice. That's not armor piercing, right?
No, it's
No, it just
All right. So,
kinetic. Yeah, I knew the word. I figured it out.
I'm going to use the flex bound missile racks. I can only use one, or I can use both.
You can use both. If you shoot one, you can shoot the other in the same attack.
All right,
If this them up in the same amount.
6
You
and
shoot-
12.
You attack with mounts, not with.
Yeah, I understand.
Weapons.
So 6 and 12.
all right, hold on just a sec. Let me. Okay, so the initial one was.
6 and 12.
All right, and then how many? How much did you say the second one was?
12.
Okay, so also not armor piercing.
Nope, it's explosive.
Okay.
No, there's
We all took missiles. So many missiles.
So
5. Okay.
I'm sorry. Those were damaged. Those were to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
where
was
your
definitely-
attack, because those are burst one. Remember. So
Yeah.
like, don't hit Jenner.
I'm trying to hit right here.
Yeah,
I'm
so
telling you,
over there.
if you do hit me, I can probably take it, but please don't blow me up. That would be rude. And also, I'm baby.
To make an omelet, you have to break a few eggs.
Oh, that's my girl.
Can I roll damage for both?
Yeah.
So
Alright.
rolling these is
Just add 3 to that because I'm going to use a reaction of my turret to just do reaction fire on it.
okay. So 1 and 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is actually 7.
All right. Let's see. So let me calculate the damage on that.
7 explosive damage.
I love it.
Okay, that's not too bad. All right, and you said you wanted extra fire, right, from the turret?
Yeah, that makes it 7 total.
Oh, okay. So that's
because
just
those are 2d3s, not
gotcha,
right?
gotcha. All right, so I guess I should reveal this now in order to not get completely chumped. It's hard to see in this fog. However, now that it's a little closer, I think Default especially notices that there's a whole lot of junk on this drill tank that's not the drill. you initially just see a whole lot of just pieces of Everests that have just been, blown up, damaged, and whatnot.
Oh, hey,
And your eyes.
Alice, I hate to say though, you would have had 2 inaccurates and 1 accurate on that first attack, so you would have a negative d6 on it
Oh.
on the 2 hit.
A what now?
So your first attack, you did a heavy cannon, right? Your heavy machine gun.
Yeah.
That's an accurate. So you
Yes.
have 2 net inaccurates, 1 for the gun, 1 for the cloud, and then +1 for accuracy. So you actually still have a negative d6.
So it would have been a negative what?
It'd be 1 negative d6 net because you have 2 negatives, 1 plus, so it nets out to 1 negative.
Okay.
So it should have been 7 minus d6.
Okay.
Which may matter with a roll that low. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Make sure
Okay.
we're right.
I was thinking that the +1 was not a dice but a number.
No, but all the accuracies and disadvantage, whatever it is, it's all just plus a d6 or minus d6.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's harsh. All right.
Yeah, but they cancel out. So like you would have had 2 and you take the worst one. Now you're just taking 1.
Whose idea was this smoke?
It was my idea because I thought they were going to shoot at us.
Wow,
I didn't
that
know
was
they
dumb as
started
hell.
with the drill immediately.
Who put you in charge of this company?
It's a drill tank. Why didn't you put up cover?
It's my company. I didn't
That was the worst idea.
listen. Hey,
Are you like a fucking like squid that gets nervous? He can escape.
Oh, I love this conversation so much.
roll your d6. Let's see if we did that for damage or not. I'm so mad. Is it 7 or is it less than 7, Jenner? Fefner.
I don't know. Let me roll d6.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 7 misses. There's no way of 3 hits.
Oh,
It's a drill tank.
Oh, it does it?
Yeah, it does hit. You're good.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's really low then.
We need to
Yeah.
drag this thing out of the smoke really fast.
So
I
We're
got
not gonna be
you.
able to do any
I
damage.
got you. Don't worry. I might need help, but I got you on this.
All right.
Alright,
You
so-
still have a move. I
yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, you didn't move during your turn.
Yeah, I did. I moved.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the enemy turn.
Oh, that's right.
So, you then notice amongst the various bits of destroyed Everest, there's also just a big old harpoon gun. So that actually gets its own separate turn. Oh Jesus! I just noticed a +2 bonus attack.
Yeah.
Christ.
This. Remember, I told you it is paramount that this thing actually hit. It's so important.
Is it +2 bonus attack or +2 accuracy?
It's +2 accuracy.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
accuracy.
God.
Just up the harpoon cannon. It doesn't do much damage, but it
No,
has very.
it does something
Remember,
different.
you don't add both. You add the bigger one.
Yeah, exactly. And +1 gets canceled out anyway. But the harpoon gun is going to turn towards. Well, I mean,
Where's this coming
Jenner
from?
to live. It's on the side of the
it's on the
drill
tank. Okay.
So yeah, in order for Jenner to live vicariously through me, it's aiming towards
Yes!
the skull.
It's what she deserves.
Yes. I don't know
Alright.
why, but yes.
Let's roll this initial d20. Oh Jesus!
Oh, yes!
I only get 1 bonus d6 because the smoke cancels out one of them, but that does say 2 accuracy. 5.
Yep. That's a
That's
crit.
23. So that's 23 crit, or 23 to get a crit rather. That's only 2 kinetic damage though. However, there's this thing that says on hit, targets of smaller or equal size to the berserker, or that's the class name, are pulled adjacent to them in a straight line or as close as possible. If they're larger, the berserker is pulled adjacent to them instead. If the target ends their movement adjacent, the berserker grapples them.
Yeah.
So
you
yeah,
just
you
get
get over.
pierced by a harpoon and drug across the ground like you're being pulled behind a horse.
Oh,
Grapple
motherfucker.
rules. Grapple rules. Why would you do this?
Okay.
Is there any like?
Why does this always happen? I inevitably always get fucking dunked on as soon as combat begins.
It's a solid 2 damage, so I'm only going to do 2 damage. But is there anything else I can put on this?
See, grapple. So you already did the hit, so both characters become engaged.
Yep.
Neither character can boost or take reactions for the duration of the grapple. And you are immobilized because you're smaller.
Yeah, this thing's big.
And if the other one moves, you move with them. They just drag you.
All right.
All right. I got a question here.
All right.
This is about the leadership ability with that dice.
Yep.
So, if I go in there and I attack the drill tank, I actually have a pretty good chance because number one, my heavy mount isn't inaccurate and does about the same damage as the auto machine guns.
Unfortunately,
And number two, I get 2 attacks
you
with it if I'm
have to use
successful.
it on the thing I command you to use it on. Otherwise, you got to give it back to me.
I was gonna say, can I give it back to you and
Yes,
so that you can give it to the
free action.
Larkspur?
I just get it back if you don't use it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna give it back to you as a free action so that you can toss that to the Larkspur instead, because I think it might make more sense right now for the character with Executioner to fucking wreck this.
that's fine. You can
The thing with
disobey
2 weapons
orders. That's
mounted on it.
fine. I don't mind. Just not doing what I tell you to do. I'm the technician. Whatever.
I have the fucking. You know what my mech does.
You said you want to attack it.
Yeah, you volunteered. You said you do it.
Yeah, and that was before we knew there was a harpoon gun, which meant that I can hit 2 targets in 1 attack if I'm successful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you still attack the helicopter, you can use it.
I can't get that far because I'm, again, all melee all the time.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll take it back.
Actually, wait, maybe I can do that.
Throw a sword at him.
I kind of can.
Wow.
Nice.
So what I'm gonna do? Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or yeah,
Well, if you want to go, it can be.
yeah, I'll go ahead and go. So I'm obviously gonna activate the power-up protocol. So for the rest of this scene, I have +1 accuracy on all attacks, checks, and saves. Additionally, once a turn, I can boost as a free action. So I am going to go ahead and use my standard move to get right up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use one of my quick actions to skirmish using my heavy mount. It is not a super heavy, so I should be able to do it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I have a heavy melee weapon, which is flavored as a greatsword equipped.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use that to attack the... Actually, where did I start? I started like right there, so I can move up. Yeah.
You're
This is
actually
perfect.
on top of the drill tank right now. I don't know if you can occupy the same space as it. That's
Yeah,
not accurate.
I'm not... Oh, that's right. That's the drill tanks. I can't see that because
Yeah.
of the smoke right now.
yeah.
That's fine. I should be able to... Where was I at the start here? I was right here.
So
Yes.
go 1, 2.
You can go here.
I mean, I can literally, like, yeah.
Go here.
Yeah, I mostly want to get into a spot where I'm technically adjacent to both the drill tank and the harpoon, if I'm able to.
I mean, it's on the side of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to, same thing, skirmish with my heavy mount. I'm going to get +1 accuracy on that because of the power-up. This is technically not my main mount, so I do not believe my duelist thing applies. If I hit on this attack, I have an ability called Executioner, which is one of my talents, which says when I hit with a heavy or super heavy melee, melee weapon, I may make another melee attack with the same weapon as a free action against a different character within threat and line of sight. That attack deals half damage if successful. So I'm going to use my main attack on. Do y'all want me to hit the harpoon or the drill with the?
I mean, it's just one unit. It's just the part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so so I don't get a separate attack on both.
Yeah, no, the harpoon is like a weapon, like your missiles.
Yeah.
Or like your sword.
Okay, that changes what I'm thinking because like I assumed that they were potentially separate pools that we could disable.
No.
They activate separately, and you can they sort of interact, but like not in the way of you attack a different one.
Okay, so if that doesn't count, then I might have to just go ahead with my initial plan, which was just going to be to boost on out of here.
Okay.
You guys are on your fucking own. I'm going after the helicopter.
Okay, so we'll be
can you-
following
does
what
it-
it said. Oh my god! Default is like ICQ noising at you because you just.
Does that
What
say
do you
have,
mean?
does it,
This is happening out of character. We
like,
don't.
can you move during that? Because if you can move, you can still boost over there and just hit it the other one as a free action. Like, it would just have to be adjacent from where you're attacking. What's it say?
So what Executioner specifically says is it's a different character within threat and line of sight. So if they don't count as separate characters, I'm not allowed to get it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't say. Yeah, you move, so you probably can't do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's flavored as like you hit some attacks. So what I'm
hey.
gonna do in
Scarlet, just so you know, the trenches are difficult terrain that half your movement moving over them. So take that.
Not if you're boosting
which-
and flying.
cool.
which
She's good.
Which-
okay,
which
cool, never
trench
mind,
is
never
where?
mind. The trenches on the actual map,
the
but you're
trenches are
boosting
like-
and flying, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I can actually boost
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you're fine.
So I am boosting on. So I moved 1, 2, 3, 4 there, right? Yeah. So that's my standard move. I get 1 boost as a free action, and then 1 boost as a regular action. So boost as a free action puts me here.
How high
What
is
is-
the helicopter?
That is a good question.
High
Like-
enough where it'll. I forget how like height works. Does it technically count as soft cover or whatever?
It's just hexes. Like, no, it doesn't. But like, does she need a jump to get to it? Is all I'm asking.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's trying
So-
to stay away from everyone.
I think you can get up to it and back down without having anything because it looks like it's probably like 1 hex up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm gonna have to boost as a action as well, and then skirmish to make sense of this. Yep, boost as a quick action, and then skirmish as a quick action using my heavy weapon. I'm gonna get +1 I'm actually gonna get +2 accuracy to that because I'm doing what I was fucking told to do.
Yeah, you're right.
So roll 1d20. See how that does. 15. And roll 2d6.
Yeah, but you take the higher one.
And the higher one is a 6,
that's
so
crit.
I am going to hit with a
Dang,
crit.
yeah.
And
Fuck
roll
that,
talking
fuck
about
that
something.
helicopter.
4d6 plus 1. And I picked the highest 2 that are rolled there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So. Did it do it? Thought it did it.
No. It could be
Eh.
lagging though. Just roll 46
Yeah, roll 46 plus 1 here. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
That
2
did
sixes.
it.
Nice.
Oh!
Jesus, another one. Yes, we're
Get
doing
in for
it.
13.
We did it.
How much was that? Rather, 13. You said.
What'd you say?
You said that was 13 damage.
13 damage.
Kinetic.
That is. Let me check, but I believe so. Yes.
This is a great
Heavy weapon. Yep. 2d6 plus 1 kinetic damage.
Dang. You just fucking leap up and slash a good chunk of this helicopter just right off. It lurches to the side a bit as it's trying to fly over to the tank.
And it's turn because that's all you can do.
Yep.
That is my drive.
Unless you spend heat, you can do that.
Do you think I should?
I don't. Well, I don't think you can skirmish twice though, so you have to do something else with a quick action.
I believe
You
I
grab-
can skirmish twice. Right?
I don't. You can't do the same move twice a turn.
Do you think there is something that I should do that would be worth spending from my combat list?
You could grapple the helicopter, but you're smaller. Than
I mean, like, I don't.
I think
I
you're
don't-
probably not.
Yeah, I was about to say. I guess like I could technically do that, but do
You could ram it downwards.
Pile driving.
I could?
So It's only one heat on the first one.
Pile drive that piece of shit.
You. All right, y'all twisting my thing. I am gonna go ahead.
Argument.
Fine. All right, here you go. I will take an overcharge,
Yeah.
or not an overcharge. What's the thing here?
It's overcharge, yeah.
Okay, so I do gain a heat, right?
Yes, you gain 1 heat on the first time in a before for rest. Second time is a D3, and third time is a D6 plus 4 over and over again.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and ram it.
Yes.
Gonna try and specifically knock it out of the sky if I can.
Nice.
So that's just rolling a melee thing.
Yeah, you still have your actually because of your
Yeah.
burn the thing. It's for the whole scene.
Yep. So that's roll 1d20. How I do on that. What is the 1d3 for again? I'm sorry.
It's the D4, D6, excuse me.
No, the 1d3 for the overcharge.
Well, it's only 1 for the first time. You take 1 heat.
For later heats.
It's more every time you use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Sorry,
roll.
like when I clicked the overcharge button, it said 1d3.
It's just 1 the first time. You just type in 1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm rolling 1d20 here. Ew. Well, let's see how the accuracy does.
Don't forget your
I
leadership.
suppose there's a chance that the well, I guess it wouldn't because I've already used it up. Yeah.
Oh, you already used that
there.
leadership.
It's a 10.
bonus? Okay.
Dang.
It is exactly a 10.
So yeah, you just leaped in, slashed this thing, and as it's lurching, you just leap back up and just ram
Shoulder
it.
check it.
And so now it's prone, which is pretty bad for it because that means it's,
That's bad for a helicopter.
yeah, like it's slowed for now, so it's
I believe it
counted
needs to
as
take
moving
its
in
standard
difficult
movement to
terrain.
get up, right?
What was that?
It needs to use its standard movement to get up, right? This thing doesn't get to
Yeah.
move without boosting on its turn.
It can move, but it counts as slow, as if it's moving in difficult terrain, which it normally shouldn't do. It's flying, but here it is. Geez. And since it can only move in a straight line, it would basically just pass you and not really be useful. So, yeah, it's just going to spend its movement to unprone itself. And let's see, what am I able to do, if anything? Let's see.
Hits the ground and bounces.
Dog.
Start next to the drone. Let me check something. So 1, 2. Oh, it might actually be able to do a thing. All right, so
That's not reassuring.
next time an ally character moves through the action or next to the drone, it
Hey,
clamps.
hey,
Okay, so
Becker.
yeah.
Loka wants
Yeah.
you to describe in detail what a prone helicopter looks like and how it is different from a crashed helicopter.
Well, you see, the helicopter is just goes, and it's to the side. It's just fucking flying.
It was just sleeping. It's just sleeping, baby.
In like a video game where the physics aren't like super realistic and you just sort of fucking have a chaotic helicopter crash that doesn't really end in a crash. It just sort of fucking bounces all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's that.
Okay. All right.
It's
Sorry.
just weird for the helicopter.
Continue talking about what the helicopter's gonna do.
All right, so I'm going to look up and see if this thing has any good things to indicate a drone. Sure, let's go with that. It's going to activate its restock drone. Half size, HP 5, evasion 10, E defense 10. This drone can be deployed hovering in a space within range 5. So it is going to hang out over here. It's a
Oh, no.
squid, because apparently that's just what I get for looking up drone. So
Nice.
the helicopter just fucking pukes out a squid drone that's going to try to heal this thing.
Oh no.
All right, so it's now.
I believe it's my
Yeah,
turn.
well-
I think I'm the only one who haven't gone yet.
It's actually the Lark's first turn, right?
Either
Alright,
one of
yeah,
us can go.
Go,
You
you
or
want to
me.
go first? Go ahead.
All right.
Technically,
player,
you miss your turn if you don't go.
player turn. How do I play this video?
'cause I might kill this thing if I go, so I would like you to go.
You're not going to
You
kill the
probably
boss in one turn.
All right. So let's see. What are my abilities? Okay. So I don't think hiding helps me too much because here's the thing: I took infiltrator. I'm in smoke. I can just hide in plain sight of enemies. It's just I'll be revealed once my turn ends in
Isadora
enemy.
doesn't even exist, and you can't prove that she does.
But I don't
That's
think
yours?
hiding really.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think hiding gives me any advantages outside of just I can't be targeted, right?
I don't think so. Fefner's secret secret reveal character arc for this character is that she's a manifestation of our imagination and has been this entire time. Just so you know, spoiling it for you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Hidden can't be targeted. Yeah, you don't get like advantage or anything or like accuracy.
Okay. So yeah, I have a speed of 4, so I'm going to go. Oop! Nope! Don't move that.
Take the smoke with you, please.
Oh, if only I could. I'm gonna put that in the back. There we go.
Yeah, you wanna
Wow,
put
that's
that on
easier.
that
See,
player.
why did I
Yep.
do that? 3, 4. Okay, so I can move adjacent to the drone. I, as an enemy, deployed that thing, and now I shall undo it. We're gonna say that thing's out of cover, right?
Yeah, it's not in the.
Yeah.
it's not in the smoke.
That's out of it because the middle was right
Yeah.
here.
Thereabouts. Okay, so let me just look at the old thing. So I've done my movement. I can do 2 quick actions. So using my auxiliary weapons is just 1 action, right? 1 quick action. If
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Anytime you attack with a whole mount if you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, so this whole ass mount is a thermal pistol and a tactical knife, so I'm just gonna stab it and shoot it. Alright, so I guess I will first roll for accuracy on this. What did I get? 7. Wow. That's great. So gunshot misses. 16 hits though. Alright, so I think Isadora basically just bursts from the smoke, tries to shoot this thing, but the shot misses the drone. It's a weird flying squid drone, so it dodges, but then she just goes in and stabs. And then that does 1d3 plus 1 kinetic damage, so d3.
Can't quite take it out.
Slash roll Oh, 1d3. Okay, so that's 3 damage. And let me just give this thing a health bar. So 7 out of 10. All right, and then using auxiliary mount is just 1 quick action if I'm using.
If you did skirmish.
Yeah, I did skirmish, so I can now use the what's this mount called? The main CQB, right?
Well, then you would just be doing a barrage.
Okay.
You can't skirmish twice in one turn.
Okay. But if I do barrage, then it's
That's 2 mounts.
okay. So that's one I want to do. So
yeah. Otherwise, no limitation on it. It just gives you 2 attacks instead of 1 attack. But you can-
yeah, just with blinding speed, misses 1 shot, stabs, then fucking pulls out a shotgun, and let's hope this somehow.
There you
Yep,
go.
14. 14 hits. And my shotgun does 1d6 kinetic damage.
Goodbye, squid.
1 damage. Nope.
Nope, it's still alive. It's got 1
Oh,
Alright.
health.
the squid. The squid is so good. All right.
Resilient squid.
Do drones act? Oh no, actually, it's on the allied turn, so it won't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reaction to an allied turn once around,
Yeah.
Yeah.
generally.
So I guess it is my turn.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gotta look at the moves really quick and make sure that I am doing this. So, yeah, you get a move and then either a full turn or 2 quick turns. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna begin with a move, and I've got 4 move. I'm gonna step over Skull, laughing at her. Lyra, haha, you're on the ground. prone, getting drugged behind a tank. I'm going to move to here. That's 4, just so we're clear. Other player characters don't count as difficult terrain, so I can make that 4 move.
So that's only 3.
Yeah, that's only 3? Okay, cool. Either way, I'm here on the other side of this thing. I think I'm still technically in the smoke, so it's still going to obscure me. But I have a question.
You are not. That is out of the... Well, hold on, let me see. It was 1... Oh, yep, you're still in it. You're still...
Right in the corner of it. But
Very
my
good.
question is, can I attack 2 different things, or must I focus fire on one thing?
You can attack different things with amounts, yes.
Okay,
It
so-
says so right in the move.
So my first thing I'm going to do is, I guess, and even if I do a barrage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna barrage. I'm gonna punch the. My torso is actually on a pivot, so it can like spin all the way around 360. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, 360 no scope time." I'm gonna spin my mech around. I'm just gonna whack this fucking squid with my fist, and hopefully not suck. And caps lock is on because I'm so aggressive about this. But yeah, I get a +1 for my first melee attack because of my duelist skill. So I'm just gonna use that. And hopefully not suck. Hey, thank you.
That's actually +1 accuracy.
Yeah, this is to hit.
So it's actually a D6.
Yeah, the only flat plus you ever get in rolls is grit.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to be...
Sorry.
So that's a 13.
Or saves when it's like your home.
Alright, so I'll roll.
probably don't-
I'm gonna roll 1d6 just to see if I can get above, get a 6 and get that 20. Because then it'll be a
It
crit.
wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It'd be 19 if you got...
Well, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
15.
So that's the squid you're attacking first.
Yep, I'm gonna hit the squid first. Let me make sure I'm doing the melee right. This is 2d6 plus 1 damage with my punch.
You use the big weapon. It had
Yeah.
1 HP left.
Does it? Okay, fine. I'll use
Yes.
I'll use the small.
It doesn't.
I'll use the small fist first then. So that is.
Yeah, it's more than
It is
1 HP.
So I said 5 total.
I thought it didn't have 10.
You said 5 when you spawned it.
Yeah, my drones
You
have
had
5.
yeah,
evasion of
evasion.
10.
That's why I'm being. Well,
All
that's
right.
why
So
confused.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hit it with my small fist. That is 1d6 plus 2 damage. So
I think he did.
You can't not kill it. It has
Mhm.
1 HP.
He did.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
max
jeez.
damage. So I just
Fucking.
pop. It just explodes. It just explodes in my fist. Like it just
That was
explodes when
8
my
damage.
fist hits it.
Way to go, bye.
Anyway, I have not finished my 360, so still winding up. Now the big fist comes out and slams right into the fucking side of this this tank. So now it's my second attack. Just a 1d20 at this point because I'm not using my duelist anymore. No, does this still count as my first attack because it is still part of the barrage?
It's the actual first roll, I believe.
Okay.
It makes sense to me.
Let me make sure how it's. Let me
Yeah,
read.
because the barrage says you do attacks.
Okay, yeah.
So each one is an attack with the barrage.
Okay, sounds good. I'll agree with that. So just 1d20 without the extra d6. Please don't suck. Ah, I sucked.
It's got super low evasion. I hit someone hit
Yeah,
with 3.
evasion is garbage. So
It's probably got
so-
soak.
is it out of cover though? Or do we
It
already-
is. Oh no, yeah, it's in coverage. You gotta do a d6 and subtract it.
Ah,
Because
fuck.
you're
All right, so
attacking in the
this
smoke.
is over. I'm not hitting it. I'm so sorry. I thought I could be cool, but I'm not cool.
No, it's a 5.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
That's a hit.
Good.
So it's a hit.
Yep, you got it.
So I believe it's. Let me make sure. It should be 2d6 plus 1, but let me check again just to be absolutely certain. It is 2d6 plus 1.
It's a heavy melee weapon, right? Yeah. It's same. We have the same loadout.
Yep. So
for that one.
oh, bonk. I still pop it real hard with the piston still goes off. It still makes the train whistle, but it does not hit as hard this time.
Okay, so that's 5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage.
All right, so let me just calculate the damage.
And somebody does clip me fisting the squid and it blowing up when my fist hits it, but somebody does not clip me barely denting this drill. I'm sad about it.
Not every attack has to be a massive destruction.
I'm sorry, I designed this character for ultra violence, so I'm sad that the dice aren't cooperating.
All right.
I would like
so
to
that-
remind people new to the chat that my character is 16 fucking years old. Let's continue.
All right, that's the whole round, I think.
Yep, back to the top.
Yep. So back to the top. Hey, so it's been a while since Wolf's done anything. She's just sort of been on this drill, and it's just been. Or wait, no, it was
Grappled.
yeah, grappled.
You are immobilized.
Yeah, so that's right. So basically, it ended the drill spin, which allowed Default to, do her thing, but you are still firmly within grappling hook. Also, quick question. How long does the smoke last?
It's until the beginning of my next turn, I think. Let me look, see. Yeah,
Okay.
the end of my next turn.
The end of your next turn. Okay, so you chat amongst yourselves. Alice, do you want to go, or do we want to end the smoke after this turn?
I can go first if you'd like.
Yeah.
Alice, are you muted?
I'm sorry, I've been muted this whole time. I've been
Oh my
talking the
God.
entire time.
You want me to go first until the smoke goes away at the end of my turn?
I guess I'm not. I think I might be misunderstanding what you mean by completely immobilized, because I'm
You can't move.
Yeah,
okay,
still make
because
it
I was like, I guess I don't have a turn then.
No,
But
it's
okay,
only
that
movement.
makes sense.
Yeah. All right, I'll go first.
Just gun this fucker.
So you can just give her the smoke now because it won't matter. Because I'm not gonna attack the tank.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, right here. I think that's 10 hexes. Let me get the thing here. 9. Yes,
Doing
perfect.
the little measuring thing.
Oh, that is at the side. You see the little circle with a ruler in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so click on that, and then you can just have it snap to the center.
Neat.
All right, first quick action. I'm going to deploy another turret. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, yeah,
Right here?
right here.
Oh, okay.
So that's another one. I can just shoot with that. And as for my second quick action, I'm going to skirmish, and I'm going to shoot my missile rack at the helicopter, both of them.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Before begin this turn, I'm going to activate the fuel injector.
It's,
Okay, say that.
it's okay, Shinrado. I'm sure my faction leader knows what the age of consent is on every planet, and she can tell you that your jokes are fine on this one.
What?
No, I'm talking to people in the chat who were making Jenner fisting squid
Oh.
jokes, and I said my character's 16 and now they're awkward, and now I'm making fun of my faction leader. Do continue.
All right, that's a 17 and a natural one. So those two
So
missile racks.
even the 1 cannot hit, but yeah, the 17, you're good.
All right. I don't think there's quick fails on this.
No, not unless you want there to be, but
I don't. Thank you. That's fine. All right, so it's 1d3 plus 1.
in fiction it looks super dumb. Just that missile rack, it's
All
pathetic.
right, that is 4 explosive damage.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Looking pretty bad on that helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely hanging on. Flying more correctly than it was when it was prone, though.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Bryn's turn then.
Yep, that's me. I cannot fire the turrets on my own attacks.
Yep.
I don't think I'm an allied character to myself.
All right. The curse is lifted. You are free from the smoke. Bad news, however. It's drill time, baby. So, this rock right here seems like it's probably impassable terrain.
Yeah.
So this is gonna look weird, but I can only move in a straight line. So basically, how I've set up this drill to work is, normally it has to move around to ram stuff, and that's its attack. But at the same time, I don't really need to worry about moving now, do I? Because I've got someone grappled. I'm just gonna use drill on him.
Yep.
Now, watch as I somehow miss with a drill on somebody grappled. Does grappling give them disadvantage on dodges?
I had the page open. Look. Let's see. If you're immobilized, I think it does. Let me look. If you're immobilized. I missed it.
Well, 19, so I'm probably going to hit.
Yeah, you got this. Go ahead and keep looking, Jeff, but go ahead and resolve this.
Yeah,
There's
because
still
like if
time.
there are any advantages or disadvantages on this, then I am going to be critting,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to hurt.
Immobilize right here. I found it. No, it does not. It just can't move. There's nothing else.
All right, you survived this day. Because I'm just gonna mention this thing's a pirate, which means it gets 1d6 bonus damage on critical hits.
Yeah, and just you're both engaged. You cannot make. You get difficulty range attacks.
Hold up, I just remembered +1 attack bonus.
I thought that was the
drill.
Oh, it was. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I mean, for posterity, let's roll this d6. It's a crit.
Ooh.
Okay, so
And
that's
you can't take reactions because of the immobilized.
so that's 7 base damage plus what did I say? 1d6.
Yup. Sure did.
That's 10 damage.
Ow.
You're fine. Only the last AC that matters. You got structure.
Yeah, and you're going to use it because that's 5 damage off. And then
It's so easy to mind hack the government and get permission to dig holes in your yard.
all right, so yeah. So that definitely did some structure damage. So, Alice,
Yeah.
what on this mech just goes flying off as you are just getting
Wow.
a drill into the
Wait,
thing?
wait. Hold on. How does it do structure damage? Is this structure damage only when you have HP of 0?
Yes. Because the first round I did 7 damage, right?
You did that to default.
You did 7 damage
you
to.
drew
Oh, that's
default.
right. She got hit.
Right. Okay.
But you took 2
Yeah, so she
from
only
the...
did 2. So she might
Oh,
not
so
be
you're
out.
still at 0 though, aren't you? Because you took 2 from the harpoon,
Yeah.
which means you took 10 damage from this. So yes, you're at
Ooh.
1 structure damage and 12 HP.
So what you do for structure? Let me go get that page.
Wait, I'm at
roll-
what? Wait, I'm at what HP? I'm confused.
So what's your max HP?
12.
Okay, so you took 2 last round. You took 10 this round.
And you
Okay.
don't have any
Armor.
yeah.
So you hit 0 just now. So, roll a d6.
I don't have armor. I thought I did.
And I don't think any of us have armor, like the reduction, because that takes like special stuff.
Let me just I'll check. I'll double
I don't
check.
see anything on mine unless you have like a system that does that.
Is that wait, no, that's your pilot armor. What's your mech
Okay.
armor?
Oh,
Yeah,
if you have
then
hull,
yeah,
you might have
zero.
armor. Yeah.
I do have the custom paint job, so whenever it takes structural damage, let me roll a d6 real quick.
Okay.
Nope. So I go to
It's-
0 HP.
So you go to 0, you take 1 structure damage, and then you go back to max and take more damage if there's more damage to take. But there's not.
But yeah, first roll custom paint job because that might actually
That's what
and-
that
and
was.
She
Yeah.
just.
Okay,
yeah.
that's 3. Gotcha. I did not hear that go off.
So now for the structure damage, roll a d6.
Five.
5. So
That's pretty good, I think.
you're fine, but you're impaired to the end of your next turn. It's a glancing blow.
Mhm.
Okay, what does that mean?
Impaired is, let me check. Yeah, you took a big hit.
Sorry, folks,
Um,
we're still learning. I'm gonna make a thing to like write all
Impaired,
this stuff down.
+1 difficulty on all attacks, saves, and skill checks.
Oh joy!
Good time to use that protocol for
Mhm.
power up, because like it'll get rid of that. All right, that's the drill attack. Is it doing anything else?
It's not really going to move around, so
You
no.
can just drag Skull around if you didn't move.
Yeah, it could. You should do that. Just drag her.
Well, I
It
was
doesn't do
gonna,
any
pity her
damage,
at least a
But it
little
does
bit.
ego damage.
I mean, it went in like it's forward facing the rock, but it's fine. It'll go this way then. Let me just mark this.
I don't think there's any opportunity attacks in this game. So,
No.
well, there is actually.
Well, yeah, it's the what do you call it? Okay, so think about here.
Anything that's in your threat.
So yeah, it's just drilling you along this field. And that's its turn.
I'm gonna go next. I'm mad.
Jenny, you're
Jenna
cutting
now
out.
being-
I'm sorry. That's everything I wanted. Thank you, Fefner.
Yeah, I wasn't over.
You're welcome. Anyway,
Okay.
one of y'all should help.
I'm going in, and I'm gonna barrage.
No, Alice. I thought Alice was
Hold
going
up.
Oh yeah, Alice, go
I
next.
was gonna
Sorry.
say it's literally Alice's turn,
Sorry,
y'all.
Alice,
go
go
back.
ahead.
You should have a. You've
Cool
not
your
done
jets,
that in a while.
Jenner.
The people who haven't
I have a-
acted this round, for the record, are Alice, myself, and the Larkspur.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a question.
Mhm.
How damaged does this thing look?
I think determining HP is actually like a mechanic.
Okay.
I will say it's taken a fair bit of damage, but it's actually glanced off like a decent amount of it.
Do y'all have any kind of armor-piercing weapons on you?
No.
I've got the
bring
only
that.
one, really.
Is there an action for ejecting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quick action thing.
Oh my god.
Alice,
Are you gonna blow
are
me
you
back?
going to? What are you going to do?
Well, the way I see it is, from what I understand these mechanics, there is no way that I'm going to survive and/or be able to shoot this fucking thing.
You've got
So
three
yes,
structure. you
I
can
am in
power
fact
up.
going to.
Alice, you literally got to take 3 more
self-destruct
structure
my
damage
mech
before your
and
mech's
eject.
unusable, and
Okay,
your
yeah,
pilot
yeah.
doesn't die.
To
Oh,
be
you're fine. You
Yeah.
have full HP. You have full HP again. Like you're
Part
back at
of me-
12.
Okay, so part of me does want you to do this because, as a character action, it would be pretty funny. However, it does take time for a thing to self-destruct, and as cool as this action would be, do remember the harpoon gun gets its own turn. You would essentially just be allowing me to just drag someone in and getting a chance to kill them.
Yeah, I would just like fire your.
Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to hit anything.
Well, you only if you use your protocol to do the.
Yeah, I
power-up,
used my protocol last time.
You still have
so
it.
you should just have flat D20.
Yeah. Well, you have
Alright.
-1 because you're grappled. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
So I mean,
But
which
yeah,
means
but
I'm
because
not
of
gonna have a good
the
chance of
It's got
because of the
su-
protocol that cancels.
Okay.
So it's
okay,
just
she has
okay,
another
okay.
one
I
because
got
she's
it,
grappled.
got it,
because she
got
also
it,
has
got
the
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Got it,
But
got it.
it's armor
Alex,
suit.
Alex,
it's
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 fine.
rated
I
super
got it,
low,
I
so
got
it's
it.
fine.
I got it. Okay, Barrage.
I believe in you.
Yeah, that's what I expected. And yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's literally what I expected.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I would have normally said, hey, you can totally hit it, but that was, you rolled a 6, and then you got a
Yeah.
6 on the...
That's literally exactly what I expected to happen.
You
Can
got
I,
that-
can I retcon to that as a quick thing? Because I just want to fucking blow this thing up.
So
I am fucking done with this piece of shit.
you start self-destruct now, and it goes to the end of your next turn. So you can still have eject next turn. If you do that, if you want to.
I would not do it, babe. You
You know,
are.
I feel like this could actually comedy of errors you in a way that you could still, like, work with. So,
And you can also use a quick axe to break the grapple. That's the thing you can do.
Wait, dude, the what to the what the what
You
the
can
what?
use
You can break the grapple.
With a quick action. It's a Let me look here.
I believe it's stabilized, right?
No, it's a grapple it's a quick action to break it. Which
Well, we were
is-
already grappled. So I'm grappling a grappled?
Stabilize is a full action that allows you to reload, patch up, cool down a mech, or end conditions affecting it. Grappled is a condition, so stabilize would be how you get rid of the grapple?
But she already used a quick.
You can
but
just
this-
basically
Okay.
take your turn to undo the grapple and then
But
make a
there's
move action.
also you can break free of a grapple by saying a Kesset Hull Shank as a quick action
Okay.
in the grapple.
Got it.
So you can do that.
Okay. how do
And
we
that
do
does not involve your. That's not accuracy, so you just roll a d20.
Yeah. And your merciful GM is looking down at the time.
Yeah, we gotta
And-
end this soon, so.
I will actually say that last attack you did was non-canon, since you didn't know you could break grapple.
Yeah. Let's finish
Well, that's
this.
skirmish.
Yeah.
Okay. So what am I doing?
It's a hull check, just a d20. Unless you have
Okay.
hull, then add it.
Nice.
That's an 18.
Nice.
Wow,
Yep,
I
that's
actually
pretty good.
rolled something above a 10.
You did
Yeah,
it.
so yeah, you
Amazing.
just this thing's dragging you across the field, so you just take the opportunity to just like throw yourself off of the drill, do a little roll, and like I said, last thing you did when you tried to shoot it, it's not canon because you didn't know the rules 100%. So go ahead and make an uninhibited. Well, actually, no, yeah, uninhibited because
Yeah,
in
just a
cancel
flat
cycle.
d20. We'll work on that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's late. I
We
believe
gotta
in
finish.
you.
We
You
gotta
can do
finish this thing off. Sorry, folks, we're running a little late. In fact, you might be up at
it.
just a little
It's
late.
quite late
Be
now. I
okay?
didn't realize it was midnight.
Yeah, we're
Holy
getting
crap.
there. The combat will run a little faster now that we understand most of the stuff. But yeah, sorry.
So I got the book open.
Mm-hmm. Alice, attack.
All right.
Open up on this thing. You mad? It insulted you.
Yep.
Okay, how many dice am I rolling? I'm rolling a d6, correct?
Nope, because you're
I'm
it's
still
a flat
impaired.
now. You're not
Yeah, flat,
you're not
you hit it.
grappled though, so you're fine.
Okay. Does that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, add
Wait,
6.
no. I know I have to roll one because it's inaccurate.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
You still
No,
hit it.
It still
You're
hits.
fine.
It's a
super
drill.
low. It's like
It's a drill.
it's got like 5 or something.
I swear to God, I can only roll good numbers when they're bad.
It's fine.
Like,
You hit.
literally, no matter what the system is.
Add 3 of that for
Yeah,
my 2
add
turns.
3.
No, excuse me.
Okay.
Is it 2 each or 3 each? So it's 6 total.
Yeah.
If the turrets unload.
Okay, so that's how much damage?
14.
Yeah, 14 damage.
Okay, so all right, so 14. All right, this thing is looking like it's on its last legs. You just like blow a pretty significant chunk off of it. Its Everest trophies are just flung all over the place.
Oh no.
I think it's only fair that your GM NPC be the one to do the final blow.
Well, first, hey, so fisticuffs.
You got one here.
So, how do you like the harpoon gun?
I love
Yeah,
the
you enjoy
harpoon
that
gun. Please hit. I deserve it. Please nail me with that
Alright,
piece of
so-
shit.
Yeah, it just fucking turns around to try to drag you behind it, and then 9 isn't great, but it also gets the +2 attacks because harpoon gunner's ridiculous. So, the better
That's
of
an
you two.
11. What is my stats to see if that actually
plus
does
5.
hit? It's a plus
You're
5.
it's probably at 8 evasion right now.
So, that's a 14 accuracy.
Let me check my evasion really quick to see what my stats are. Really quick. Hold on.
It's
Yeah,
8.
my evasion is
There's no
6.
way it's high enough.
So you got me.
Oh, it's
yeah,
even worse.
thank
How's it
goodness.
6?
Because I got a big, thick mech that with a lot of armor. It's
Yeah.
not very evasive
It
at all.
subtracts from evasion.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just get nailed by the harpoon gun and just get fucking dragged across the
harpoon gun
desert.
just spears right into Default's like torso, and it just pulls her right off of her feet and drags her towards it. She screams like indignantly as she's dragged across the ground.
Yeah, so take 2 kinetic damage.
Yeah.
All right. And so
Good.
yeah, it is now player turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that was just. Oh, that was his turn too. You guys
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, it's the harpoon turn.
All right, who's going?
All right,
Jenner.
so
Do you want to go or do I? Because it's just the Larkspur and the Volpes that haven't acted this round.
Actually,
this
you went
point.
first. No, I went first. So Jenna has gone
Yeah.
either. Jenna was ended last time.
yeah, it's
I
me, Jenner.
If I may, I don't want to pull a panty this campaign and be the one who does the finishing blow all the time, so I'm good with somebody else going first if this thing is that close to death.
Says Scarlet go and take care of that helicopter.
All right. Yep. I will go ahead and just. Not really a point in me using an action on much else, so I'm gonna go ahead and just barrage this thing to make sure it's dead. Question: when I barrage, can I choose the same weapon slot twice?
I don't think you can.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm just going to barrage. I'm going to attack it once with my main melee weapon and once with my heavy. My main melee weapon is going to go first. That's my charge blade. So I get +1 accuracy on that because of Duelist and +1 accuracy because of the power-up.
Mhm.
So roll 1d20, and then I get the better of 2d6s, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a 10, and then
All right.
+5, so that is 15.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
is
So yeah, you definitely hit.
1d3
Roll
plus. Yep, 1d3 plus 3 damage.
Ooh,
That
nice.
is 6, and that ignores armor.
Oh,
Nice.
dang, nice. So yeah, the overkill then, by
Yeah.
quite a bit actually. So yeah, this helicopter just goes spinning out. Wee. Just flies, hits the desert, explodes.
That is the point where Rules of Nature starts playing.
Mhm.
I would like to. point
Wow,
out
I don't
that-
even have my other. Yeah, I can't split up Barrage
At
because
this
I'd
point-
really love to use my next attack on the tank, but I don't think I can.
Hey,
I'm
You can
also not
overcharge-
close
you-
enough to.
hey.
You can overcharge to skirmish.
Yeah, you can overcharge.
Oh,
the
that's right, I
skirmish.
can.
I just want to say,
You know what?
at this point, go ahead and finish your turn, but then we should, if we don't finish it on this turn, we need to just narratively decide, finish it because it is midnight. But yeah, go ahead.
I actually am gonna go ahead and because that was basically like a skirmish action at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So standard move, boost is a free action right now, and then yeah, I will take one more heat to skirmish.
Yeah, you can do any move again if you overcharge.
I am going to use the heavy, so I get +1 accuracy to that because still in power up mode. 1d20. Actually, well, yeah, 1d20, and then
You hit, you're fine.
yeah.
That's low.
So roll 2d6 plus 1.
Oh,
Oh, come
dang.
on.
Really?
Well,
Okay,
actually,
well-
you might do it because even with all of this thing's resistances, had 1 HP left.
nice.
You just, so like, what was that attack? Was that the
That was the heavy.
Okay,
So it is not
yeah.
actually the armor piercer.
But yeah, even with the armor, you leap up and you just dig your sword into the drill tank. Initially, it doesn't look like it's going in. There's a lot of resistance from this thing, but I think by then, like, the skull is back up, very mad, opens fire. There are a couple of turrets pointed at this thing, and then Larkspur's coming in. I don't know, is Default doing anything, or is she
Default
just...
is gonna
Nope.
scream and cuss again, more ICQ noises, and just be punching this thing, very, very angrily with both fists, just denting it a whole lot.
Mhm.
Probably kicking it a couple times with their mech too, that doesn't do any damage.
And with all of this barrage on it, your blade just sinks right through, and you could just cut through all of the movie parts of this drill tank, and there's a small explosion, so you're all tossed, a little ways
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
It's not a painful explosion. Default looks silly, though, because she just goes flying with
Yep.
a harpoon gun.
Yep. I do.
All
I
right.
deserve to look silly.
And it's super late, so I guess we'll do all of the
Downtime.
downtime next time. All of it.
Yeah.
Downtime activities, level up stuff, post-battle formalities will be next time as well. Because, yeah, it's 12:05 on my end at least,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah. Thank
Good job,
you,
everybody. We
Thank
did
you
it.
very much.
We engaged in mech combat.
I'll type in the channel, but one of the things I do want us to get as a reward from this mission is a dropship, so we can do missions on other planets, since we don't have a dropship right now. But yeah.
One thing, Isadora is actually on... she's part of a crew with a ship, and while they'd be reluctant to use it, I'm just gonna strong arm them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Then we are done for the session. Does anybody have final things to say before I stop and click the no button?
I love temple combat.
The last free action and character I make is to have Sylvia say, "We did warn you."
Nice. Default says, remember to like and subscribe and click the bell to strike a pose, stops streaming, and I will also stop streaming. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.